From Nigeria to Vegas, the lights are bright. Champagne popping under the neon night. I swear be shining gold and white. Laughter louder than the city's heights. Oh yeah, step on the dance floor. Wind your waist, bend down low. Nigeria to the world, let it show. We rock it, we flex it, let it flow. There's a heat, but we bring the rain. Palm wine vibes in a champagne lane. Jollof aroma drives me insane. Culture's a wave you can't contain. Raise your hands if you feel alive. Heartbeat matching the drums drive. Boy, I step on the dance floor. Wind your waist, bend down low. Nigeria to the world, let it show. We rock it, we flex it, let it flow.
My best friend is in business, and I'm about to introduce you to the brand. The packaging. Insane. Let's see what I have in my box. The main Mervyn. I'm on the couple of play with her packaging. Okay, so obviously it came with gifts. I have this comb and a ribbon in my favorite color. So let's go into the hair. Down. No, like, you know, I was so scared of colors. Like,
only Father.
I go, how about I make it?
All right. I'll be your fan now. How you doing, my baby girl?
I'm good, thank you, Uncle Ben. Good evening, sir.
Good
Good evening,
evening, Mama.
everybody.
Abby, you ready for Bass Blues, right?
I am.
Okay. Shout out to everybody at the Real Farm. We just want to do this one real quick. So, Abby is my chief co-host tonight. I really don't plan to come live, but then I just feel like you get some things where I need to tell your gender, Abby. So I'm like, okay, since I have this 20, 30 minutes, let me just go live and get somebody to co-host with me. Then I remember I'm going to be talking about Sheila. And Sheila is a Gen Z. And of course, I have the sweetest Gen Z right here with me. And then I have other stubborn Gen Z in the room, fam. People like Beno, Simbi. Bflex is not Gen Z. Who be Gen Z again? Tosi is not Gen Z. No, Simbi is not Gen Z,
Ashley.
self. Ashley,
Ashley is, yeah.
Ashley is
Ashley
Gen
is.
Z. So, and then when you look again, you're gonna discover that there are still millennials who are even more than Gen Z themselves. People like their senior Gen Z. How did you know it's senior Gen Z? Take a
CC is
guess.
coming for you. CC is coming for you. CC is
I no,
coming.
I no mention name. Oh. I did not mention name. You are the one who mentioned CC. Oh.
Mr. D is coming for you too. You are coming. Wait for them.
So, I want to talk about this girl, Sheila Courage, and can I say her husband? I really don't want to call him her ex-husband because they have not returned the bride price officially. And I saw some of the conversation in the backstage where I think you are the one, you Abby. You are the one who say, and she can do transfer for the bride price now. And I'm just like, are you kidding me right now? Oh, Simbi is here. I thought Simbi would be sleeping. Oh, it's almost 3 p.m.
It's
Hey,
not.
Simbi, what's up? I thought you'd be sleeping. Oh, okay, let me share the link so that everybody who can get in can get in. But basically, Abby will be moderating for me today because this one, I don't know what Nigeria network will do. And I'm not at home right now. I'm actually taking a break at work. So if I say make Simbi host, no computer go do backup. May Nigeria no go mess us up. So I'm like, okay, I'll be there for where network day. I mean, no charge me, no send me invoice like
I'm going to reach
Misty.
out to my able lawyers to give me guidance on how much to charge.
No, we ain't gonna do that, baby. All right, welcome, Zeno, my baby girl. How you doing, sister Natu? My sweet sister Natu. Abby, Have you looked at Sister Natu with this glass waiting for in profile? So that had dark shade. What do you think? Sister Natu no look like an FBI agent.
Sis Nasu looking like she's not going to take nonsense from anybody.
The the
Uncle
the the,
Ben,
the picture they fear me, self.
Uncle Ben, tread carefully on this live stream.
Okay, okay. I'm taking my time. I'm treading carefully, mommy. All right. Then we got Sister Yinkus Pepper in the building. B-Flex. We're not even plenty now. Namata, we won't judge. So welcome, B-Flex. My own sister Labelle. How are you doing today, man? And Auntie Grace. You be like say this show go past man. I never see any man here. What is going on now? Where is our men? Make I go cry for backstage. Maybe the men go come. It be like say our men, they saw the title, they just run, leave me. Say, Ben, you will deal with this problem where you define alone. Anyway, welcome everybody. So basically, what happened is that there has been some video. I think we analyzed one video yesterday where Sheila was dancing in the club. I have my reservation. I ain't gonna lie about that, but that simple video tells me a lot about what's going on. So if you are all ready, real fam, I am so ready. Let's get this started. All right. So Israel DMV and Sheila, they got married. I think one of my girls do the breakdown. Let me bring everybody up to speed on what went down. All right, just bear with me. One of my girls did the breakdown this morning. Was it Tosin? I saw it this morning. See, they don't even, I'm looking at my WhatsApp backstage now. Una don't judge my tag go so I can't even find the breakdown again. Who do me like this? Tosin. This is why I usually forward all of these things to my own backstage. Only when I don't share content, only when I don't analyze and
Good
finish for
evening,
back.
sir. Good
Good
evening,
evening,
sir.
Mama. How you
Hi,
doing?
Hi, Abby.
Phoebe. Good evening,
Fine,
sis.
sir. It's just that the rain is so much here and it's really affecting us.
Yeah,
It's
that's why I
just too
wasn't
much.
counting.
Network or
That's why
the
I wasn't counting on you at all because I know, say, Niger,
Network,
you
like,
can't predict what will happen.
hey, God, have
Okay.
mercy on
All
us.
right. Thank you, Tosin. I saw what I'm looking for now. I've seen what I'm looking for rather. So let me just give everybody the rundown of what went down. Wait, that my review go first. Okay. So Israel and Sheila, they got married in a traditional ceremony in October 2022. But in a lengthy post on Instagram, Israel revealed Sheila had moved out of their home in August 8, 2023, going to stay with a friend in Abuja. Red flag number one. She went to go and stay with a friend in Abuja. All right, let's keep moving. Israel made a public announcement in November 2023 revealing that his marriage to Sheila had ended. He claimed Sheila changed after marriage and allegedly wanted to set unreasonable standard for him because she felt she's gotten a celebrity status via her affiliation with Davido. He also accused her of disrespecting him because of his job. He said Sheila said he derived dignity in begging his boss, Davido, and called him a slave to him. He also claimed he upgraded her, i.e., replaced her gadgets with expensive ones, bought her luxury things that she never was able to afford before. He denied allegation of physical assault, even though Sheila claimed he abused both physically and emotionally. On the issue of bride price, Israel claimed Sheila's family has not returned it as he insists that should be done by hand, claiming that his family paid it by hand. On Sheila's part, Sheila claimed she got married to him out of some sort of coercion. She claimed much of the wedding was done without her consent, as they were done in a rush. She said she lived in fear while with him, felt controlled, and was prevented doing simple things like going to the salon. All right. Now, that is the backstory right there. Abby, let me ask you first off, do you see any consistency in that story?
No, no, not really.
Okay,
I
good.
Yeah, I can
How
see
about
the
you,
difference.
Cindy? Any inconsistency in the story?
Absolutely not.
Okay, so
No.
we are all on the same page. So now let's get down to business. For me, I noticed a couple of things from that story, and that's the reason why I came with this tumbling delusion. Did Sheila play Israel and Davido? Justice for Israel. So if we have to go by both sides of the story as summarized now, I feel that Sheila actually used Israel and Davido. Because I remember, I don't even know Israel nor Sheila or anybody, but I remember during that time when they had the wedding, the video was trending online because the video brought the entire gang for the wedding. We were just saying, oh, they are going to Edo, we're going to Benin, we're going to Benin, yeah, 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 yeah. Then we saw a lot of video trending and stuff like that. So this wedding, I think the wedding broke down after 3 months, right? Abby, was that correct? Why are
Yes,
you laughing?
okay. I'm laughing because I just saw I just saw that you wrote justice for Israel. I didn't see it before.
And now justice for Israel. What do
Uncle
you
Ben,
mean you
that's
know
not
scam?
fair. Actually, it's justice for Sheila. Which Israel? Israel is
Okay.
not the victim here,
We
please.
are here now. We are going to get to the bottom of this. Shout out to my sister M. Jones. You welcome. And the senior Gen Z in the building. Sese. Have you guys look at Sisi profile picture? I tell you now, Sisi they do 419 with her face. Sisi, you cannot deceive nobody. You are
This
not a
is
30
March
years old.
26th. March.
All right. All right. So now, both of you girls, I don't want you guys to gang up against me. I want you to at least behave like a Gen X for once and see things from a reality perspective. I don't want both of you to be delusional too, like Sheila. And none of you should guys like me. Nobody should guys like my life or this life show. Okay, so these are the things I pick from the situation here. First off, um, Israel said, let's talk about the bride price. I need both of you to be honest, please. Abby, how
Yes.
should the bride price be returned? Be sincere, oh, no
No, I'm going
do
to be sincere.
okubeno this thing for me. Oh. How should
I'm
bride
going to-
price be returned?
I agree. I agree that if there's a tradition behind how things should go, just do it. If your dad is meant to go back to their dad's house, let it just be done so that peace can reign. It's one of those situations of give unto Caesar what is Caesar, if that makes sense, so that everybody will rest. However, I have a question.
Are you insinuating that my guy is Caesar?
No, I'm just saying to the stressed person. So let him come and carry his bypass and go. Honestly, if I were her, I would do it the right way so that I can rest myself, you know. But also, Uncle Ben, let's put things to perspective. What if Israel lived in like Antarctica or something, Australia? I don't know. I feel like these days, some things, can you want us to go all the way back to Edo from Lagos? Is it necessary? I feel like Israel himself is being unnecessarily difficult. That's my thing. Well, yeah, I would just do it just so that we can rest.
No, I disagree that there is nothing stressful about this. If you are married traditionally, there are some implications if you don't do if you don't follow the tradition. Uh, a lot of things might go wrong in the future. I kept saying this, and I'll continue to preach it. You have to respect tradition. Forget Christianity. Forget we are a Christian again. No, you see those deity and those
Uncle
egungun,
Ben, I'm with you. I'm
they
with you
don't they don't they
100%.
don't joke, they don't play when it comes to tradition. So Simbi, let me just get your own take too. Do you think um sending Israel bride price through waiting that they use for Nigeria money points have been waiting have been
Okay.
Okay, palm
We're saying.
pay, money
Ampay.
point.
You think returning bride price through money point and Ampay? What's your takes, Simbi?
No, I mean, thank you, sir. Sheila should do the right thing, which is return the bride price the right way, traditionally. Whatever
Mhm.
it is she's meant to do, let her and her family do it because she cannot do it alone. I believe she'll go there with some. maybe elders, family. Literally, those who collected, dowry should return it that way. There's no such thing as making transfer beg. Let her do things the right way. Let's not be too woke and forget our roots, or forget that we are coming from somewhere, or forget that we have a certain way that we do things. So I agree with you, Uncle Beno. Shola
All
should
right.
just return this diary and be free for the love of God.
All
Hmm.
right. Let's address something real quick. Please, uh, all the senior uncles and sisters watching right now, you have to chime in here because this is a very educative show. Even though I'm just catching cruise, there are a lot of lessons to be learned here, especially for ladies. Now, let's address this. Zeno is of the opinion that some family will not take back the bride price. And I don't think so. I think in a situation whereby a family will not take back the bride price, it is maybe they have some unresolved issues. Maybe the husband is not willing to let go of the wife, but not like in this case where the husband himself is the one who have decided that, oh my, I think this marriage is over. So, Abby, what's your knowledge of what Zeno is saying right now? Do you
Um,
think this apply in this in the um Sheila and the Israel
No, not
situation?
Sheila's situation, but we've heard of stories that have gone viral on the internet where the other family just wasn't forthcoming for one reason or the other. Also, Uncle Ben, remember that even on that live stream that we what we said on the back, we talked about on the backstage. You know that we also said that in a lot of cultures it becomes also a child custody battle. So they cannot even collect that if the woman has a child that she's not returning to the family, which always tends to be a problem, especially like Igbo culture, where if you have a child, you can't even marry until if you remarry before your bride price is returned. It's complicated, all of that stuff. So yeah, I do think that sometimes there's unresolved issues, especially when children are involved, that can cause the other family to reject. But also, I wanted to correct the other thing I was saying about the bride price thing. I do agree they should do it the right way. But my only problem is that sometimes people are unnecessarily difficult. If this thing was not beneficial to Israel, it would have collected that transfer. That's the thing. That's one of the issues I have because we've seen it happen as
What do
well
you
with
mean? What do you mean beneficial to Israel? Beneficial as in
Israel.
how?
Israel needs to have something, a hold over this girl at the moment, Uncle Ben. That's why it's going on and on about this bride price thing. Let's be honest. We've seen stories on the internet where people that live in diaspora, this is how they're returning bride prices. Not today. Yes, I don't agree with it, but Israel is taking this thing too far specifically because he needs to have a hold on this lady on Sheila. But I get it, he's angry. I understand, but let's be honest about it. It's going too far because of Israel himself. Even when they were asking him yesterday, have you insisted? He couldn't really answer. He's not really insisted. He's not done what he's supposed to do to collect his bride price. He doesn't really want to collect it. Let's be honest. If somebody is owing you
Uh,
money, then you
um,
just collect your money.
okay, this is a different situation anyway. Abby, Simbi, what's your take on the same issue regarding what Abby said that Israel seems to not want to collect the bride price? Do you share that same sentiment?
Um,
Hello, Simbi.
yes. Uncle Ben, it's complicated. Can you hear me, sir?
Mm-hmm.
Please, hope you can hear me. Okay,
I can
it's
hear you.
complicated. Yes, I think Israel is still very much obsessed with Sheila. So just like Abby said, he needs something to hold, but I just wish Sheila can do what is right and return it so that he doesn't keep talking about her. Plus, I
Okay.
know Israel just he wants to ruin her life. It's more like you're not with me, and I'll make sure that you're not happy. I'll make sure no one else. Those kind of forget the dressing. As
Um,
you said, men that look.
but
Sir,
Simbi,
can you hear me?
that
Can you hear
I
me?
can hear you.
Okay.
That is the more reason why, as a girl, if you are married traditionally, you have to ensure the bride price is returned ASAP. ASAP. You see, this is one of the things the way I have some reservation with girls of these modern days. You will be making mistake upon mistake, thinking that you are doing the right thing.
Uncle Ben, I'm with you. She
Okay,
can even send
so
some head out. She doesn't even need to be there.
Uncle Ben,
Her
she
but
don't
you
have to be
know,
there.
parents
That's
are
what.
returned.
no, I'm with you as well.
Yes.
Me, my own reason is even very simple. It's not me you'll be dragging like this. I don't want to have anything to do with you. I will give you your bride price. I will
Okay.
personally, and also with bride price, she's a woman. She doesn't have to be there. We're not usually there when they're paying bride price anyway.
Yes, it's true.
Okay. Shout out to my sister Doopsy. How you doing, Mama? You're welcome. Okay, so CC is of the opinion that we think that wasn't done because maybe this dude was so unreasonable. They just sent it via transfer. CC, you don't return bride price via transfer. You see, a lot of young ladies these days they are messing with tradition. That is why
There are
sometimes.
implications if you don't do things
Mhm.
the right way. Oh.
Yes, so that is why some of us, when we see some people going through some unexplained challenges that seems to have spiritual undertone, we that we grew up around elders, we will usually say, you've gone to the hospital, this ailment is not treatable, no solution. Then we start asking you, have you done certain things in the past? Do you think there are some things you're supposed to be done certain way that you refuse to do? Because anything can happen. And let me remind you guys of something real quick. Israel is an Edo man. You see, Edo, Yoruba, we have some similarities in our culture. If you are getting married to people from those two tribes, don't play many of those stuff that might happen with let's just look at it from the legal perspective or Western perspective. And that's why even the Bible itself said, give to Caesar what belong to Caesar. So, but that is that about that. Now, let's move on to something else I also pick up here. I think, Ashley, how you doing? You're welcome. I think, is this the same CC or somebody? Samuel Kiwe, how are you? Somebody mentioned that Israel did not respect the parents, and that Israel was dragging Sheila's mom on
Mm,
internet. Hey, shout out to Cool Mama. How
I'm
you
in
doing,
two
man? You're
minds
welcome.
about that, Uncle Ben. Do you know
Uncle
why?
Ben, Israel is an overgrown baby, I beg.
Okay.
I'm in two minds about that. Do you know why, Uncle Ben?
Mhm.
Because I feel like I don't feel like it was dragging the mom. I feel like it was explaining. And sometimes with explanation can come small insults, unfortunately. Because what he's saying now is that the dad is very loving, the dad is kind, the dad is a pastor. But her mom is apparently from Cross River State. So she's not Edo. So he doesn't think she understands or values their Edo culture. And her
Yeah.
mom wanted him to be richer. That's all he said. Wanted him to be richer. So her mom is the one that even came to the house to pack her things. Her mom is the one that is leading her astray. That kind of thing. I wouldn't say it's an insult per se. I don't know,
Yeah.
Sha. It's an
And
insult.
besides that, there is something. I don't want to make this a tribal stuff, but I know a couple of tribes in Nigeria where no matter how rich you are as the groom, there are limits to how your in-laws will be dancing around you because of money. I think I don't know if you guys know this my guy. His name is Odion. What name does he go in Edo State now? Something Kado, President Kado or something. He used to live here in Austin. He also married another girl from Edo State. The marriage did not last over a year. That divorce was nasty. He also dragged that girl here. The girl papa happened to be a pastor. He dragged the girl papa. He dragged the girl mama. He's still dragging them till now. Even they have divorced, or the girl has remarried, or married someone else in Canada, or the girl now have relocated, he's still dragging them. And that dragging is coming from how some parents we just throw caution to the wind just because the supposed spouse of their daughter has some things to throw around. They will just be collecting things up and down unnecessarily, which I'm sorry to say, in many Yoruba culture and even still some Edo culture too, there are some family that no matter how rich you are, the parent will not just cow to you just because you bring this, you bring that. So, in the case of Israel and Sheila, I think the parents, maybe because of that Davido factor that was in the mix, they mm, they collected too much from Israel, and that is why it was easier for Israel to begin to drag the mom. I'm just saying because Israel said a couple of things, so many things that he did for them, did for the mama, the money he gave them. Yeah, 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 yeah. So I'm just thinking people should be careful. Now, Abby, I don't know if you get what I'm saying,
I don't
but
agree
for
with
instance,
you. I get what you're saying, but I don't agree. But I get
you
you.
don't agree.
I don't
Okay,
agree that. I don't
why
agree.
don't you agree? Should a husband or a spouse or should the husband of a girl be throwing money in anyhow, or the in-laws coming to the husband all the time? We need help, we need money. What
No,
part don't you agree with?
what has happened here is very, very simple. Similar to what we spoke about yesterday with Yinka, where sometimes people put themselves in a position where they
Mhm.
offer finances in a bid to be to get love back, right? I believe that is one of the issues as well. Uncle Ben, we see this story a lot where a man will leave Lagos, you go to the village. I went to the village to marry a virgin from church. There's a dynamic
Mhm.
there already. What do you need to offer a girl of that kind of status for her for it to be exciting? I'm taking you to Lagos. So that it comes with the territory. I think that in a sense, Israel was also positioning himself like that. I'm a big boy from Lagos, my Organa Davido. Let's even be honest, even me that I don't know Israel personally, I'm sure if I walk past Israel on the road, the first thing will tell me is, wait, 1 second, make I call my Oga Davido. Like that's his life. He likes to present himself like that. So I don't think that I do think that there's also a chance, like you said, he even said it with the mom and demanding the mom even said, it turns out he's not even as rich as they expected. But I think that is his fault. That's how he presents himself, and that's why a lot of men go for a lot of girls that are naive, because where you're looking for, let's say Abby or CB now. Abby and CB know that iPhone 17 just came out, though. That's when you buy. People like that, you probably will compromise. They will compromise because they haven't seen life. They don't even live in Lagos, And I think these men know what they're doing. So for me, I don't agree.
Okay, but I'm telling you, it's a wrong move. It's a wrong move. Before you accept gift from an in-law, you need to know what kind of person the in-law is. Now, let's get to some other aspect of this conversation. I'll take this from Sissy real quick. Shout out to my honey babe in the building. Hey, I check our likes, so we have just 11 likes and we have like 25 real fam here. So please, let's bring the likes up, please. Ejo, Ejo. Ẹ má jẹ́ kí n bínú lọ mú Don Pedro wá bá yín sìn. Okay, so Sidi said, going online to say the mom is leading her astray is an insult. He can say that with his circle, but not publicly. Did he think the parent would say, oh, thanks, nice observation? Well, Sisi, we're saying the same thing. If the parent have not been receiving gifts unnecessarily from him, he wouldn't have the audacity to say that about them. Me, for one, I know you say pride, call it ego. There are some things that you are above. Many parents in Nigeria right now, because of all this Yahoo and joblessness and everything, they are using their children as a source of income. Once their children find somebody who can throw a couple of words here and there, you will see the mama, the papa, they will throw caution to the wind and be running after the so-called boy up and down. Even when they see that the boy is a moving red flag. Now lie. They will just be all over the son-in-law. So, Sisi, as much as I think it's a really bad thing to do on the part of Israel, but the mother got it coming for her. She
Exactly.
chop any I only jeku Jenny mama. So that's why she her butt got dragged. If she has not received anything like that from Israel, Israel wouldn't have the ball to say that crap. Okay,
Yeah.
we're talking about Yeah, Abby, I'm coming, please. We're
Mm.
talking about bride price now. If that mom is the mom where he head they were ain't supposed to, who do you think should be at the forefront of saying, "Come and get your stupid bride price, you stupid boy"?
A mom.
No, the mom should be right.
Yes.
So go ahead, Abby.
I was going to say, remember previous shows where we spoken about the position that parents should have where the in-laws are concerned to avoid
Yeah.
insults. I feel like it's one of these ones as well, where there's certain ways that your parents should carry themselves so that the other family will know that in this house we used to
Oh,
respect each other. Do you understand what I'm
yeah,
saying? So I think
yeah,
that's that issue. That's another issue that I have with like Sheila's parents. I feel like there's a way that parents should carry themselves to avoid all of these issues here and there. Personally, that's my opinion. So
absolutely, absolutely.
that's what brings insult. So when you don't carry yourself properly and they insult you, anything you see, you connect. That's just the
All
truth.
right.
Parents need to
Yeah.
carry themselves well so they can also protect their children. So
Yeah, I just see say Papi dey here since Novus Papi. I
with a
wasn't looking. I
new
was just
profile
Papi,
picture.
why did you change your profile picture?
It's Sissy that said
Why did
it.
you change your
I
profile
want to be
picture? You are
verified.
married, sir.
I want
You
to
are
be
married.
verified.
Don't change
So
your profile picture again.
let
Don't
the
confuse
let
us.
all the FBI team verify me. This is Papi for real. I not be fake. I beg.
Papi, don't
uh,
come and do brotherhood today. Oh, me and Abby we are in charge. Oh, Ben will not be
so
here much more.
yeah, so Uncle Dayo, before we move on to the Gbazgbos video that is trending online right now, can you please help me educate these my Gen Z brothers and sisters the significance of bride price and the reason why it has to be returned in the appropriate manner?
Thank you very much, Uncle Beno. I've been listening in the background and I'll add some things. See, we are trying to westernize even our culture. And I think that is going too far. Yes, we are in a modern age, we are in a modern world, things are being done in the modern way, but there are some things that you don't try to change or you don't try to replace or swap for anything. Because and one of those things is tradition. Respect it the way it is. That is how the elders have given them to us. Of course, we can modernize it, we can change the ones that are ancient or the ones that are no longer relevant, but the real core of the culture should be maintained. Bride price is the most significant thing when it comes to a man and a woman getting married. That is what really gives the man the authority over the woman. That is what makes the man to take over the authority of the woman from the father. Once the father accepts the bride price, he has given out his authority on that woman to the husband. So if for any reason that they could no longer continue, if the bride price is not returned back to the husband still have authority over that woman. That's what it simply means. The moment the bride price is returned back to him, the authority goes back to the father of the lady. So it's not something that should be taken with levity. It's not something that should be done unconsciously or kind of insignificantly. Question that I wanted to ask is that when he was paying the bride price, did he transfer it to the family? No. He must have paid it with some certain cultural things going along with it. However, when you want to return it back, you should return it back properly also. You can send it to somebody to go and give it back because normally they put bride price in an envelope. In some cultures, even the bride price is nothing. In some cultures, bride price is not even up to 1,000 naira or 5,000 naira. In some cultures, because they will tell you that they are not selling their children. This is just a token to show that you have done the right thing over their children. So they will not charge you much money. But what I'm saying here is that the significance of bride price is very, very important in a marriage. That is what makes the man the husband. If any man has not paid your bride price, he has no authority to be your head or to be your husband. But once he has paid it, he has become your head, he has become your husband. And if for any reason both of you are no longer going together, the bride price must be returned so that the authority of that man over you can be removed. Thank you.
Uncle Ben, can I ask a question? Are you still there?
Yeah, please go ahead. Go ahead.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah,
Uncle Dad.
please, guys. Sorry, Abby. I'm actually at work. The moment I get busy, Abby will moderate. So I just want you to know, in case if you call me or anything, I don't answer, that means I'm busy. But go ahead, Abby.
Okay, sir. Okay, Uncle. I would like a few people to come into the studio if possible. Especially those that have some experience that are married and or anyway, Uncle Dio, my question is in the grand scheme of things, so let's say the average Nigerian wedding, you do your introduction, which we understand that these days has been become a very big deal. Back in the day, lots of my older cousins that got married, we were just a living room affair and everybody kept it moving. Now they do a whole party. But whatever the case is, an introduction. So you do introduction, and then for a lot of Igbo families, I'm not too sure about Yoruba, they do the negotiations the night before the traditional wedding or the morning of the traditional wedding, right? I don't know if it's still the same. CB, correct me if I'm wrong. Most of my cousins, my Igbo side of my family, that's what was done. So they do the negotiations in house with the uncles and umuna and them lots, and then before the woman does the wine carrying, that's ibanko. So and then you do that, and then usually you do a civil wedding, so you get married in court, and then you do a white wedding, which if you're Christian, you get married in church. Would you say that the traditional wedding is more important, especially because you're a Christian, Uncle Dio? Would you say the traditional wedding is more important than the civil wedding, which the law recognizes, and the church wedding, which the law also recognizes? And sorry, before you go, Auntie Grace, welcome, ma. Good evening, ma.
Welcome,
Good
Mama.
evening, Abby. Good evening, Cindy. Good evening, Uncle Daya, Uncle Beno, Sissy, everyone.
Good evening, Auntie Grace. You are welcome, ma.
Thank you.
Thank you, ma. So, Uncle Daya, what do you think? What one would you say is more important, or what one would you say, if you had to pick? Under normal circumstances, all of them would do it right. But if you had to pick, what would you say?
Thank you, Abby. It's not a matter of if I have to pick. What makes that man your husband is the dowry he paid on your head. Once a man pays your dowry, he have automatically become your husband. Any pastor will tell you the same thing. The only reason why you may go for a church wedding is to honor God. Say, God, bless this my marriage. The moment a man pays your bride price, is is your husband. If a man does not pay your bride price and you go before God and you say you want to do white wedding, there is no basis for it. As an African, as a Yoruba man, I'm talking. I don't know of about other cultures, but as an African, as a Nigerian, where we collect bride price, what makes that marriage is the bride price being paid either on your head or maybe in the Indian way where where the woman is the one that will pay on the man. That is the most important thing. Every other thing is ceremony. Church wedding is a ceremony. Court is to face the is to handle the legal aspect of it. Nobody said that you must do white wedding, and as a Christian, nobody says so. But what you can just do is to carry your marriage as a Christian to God and say, God, bless my marriage. What they are doing in church that we call white wedding is a foreign culture. Let's face it, there's nowhere in the Bible that you see white wedding. It's not there anywhere in the Bible. Every marriage that is done in the Bible is done in the Jewish traditional way.
Mm.
But we
Thank-
are now
mm.
in a we are now in a Western world now. We are now imbibing the culture of the West, and we now bring it into the Bible. Show me one single white wedding in the Bible. It's nowhere. But the truth of the matter is just that the real wedding is the bride price that is being paid. And any good pastor will tell you this truth. That's why the
Happy.
the good churches that I know, the good churches that I know, they will not wed you until you have gone to pay the bride price over your wife. No church will wed you. Of course, you can go to court. Court is just for you to add a legal backing that this man and this woman has become married, blah blah blah. Nothing, and they go. It's just for legal issues. But real marriage is traditional wedding. Church is just a ceremony. You can choose to have a white wedding or just go for blessing, and your marriage is secure so far you have paid the bride price. Thank you.
All right.
Yeah.
Let's quickly do this. let Auntie Grace also speak on that, so that at least when I go hear from people we get more knowledge, more than not to say Uncle Ben na lie. Auntie Grace, please help us clarify that into our ladies.
Actually, today is one of those days that I'm feeling really sleepy. I'm not here to talk much. I just want to talk a little bit about the bride price. I'm not talking about the church, the traditional, and all that. It's just that a lot of things in that country is so complicated, just the way our people are complicated, right? This is some girl that you went to marry. You guys said you are Christian, blah blah blah. Like we started yesterday. Okay, you have gone, you pay bride price. You decide to play a big boy by giving this girl the family, or maybe give because you want to show off. And unfortunately for you, this marriage did not work. What you should be talking about traditionally, that bride price should be returned, not the gift that you gave to the mother, you gave to the sister, you gave to, you did that on your own. That is not part of the bride price. The girl Sheila herself should do the right thing. You don't do money transfer. I can understand the marriage didn't work. Maybe you're trying to pay him back. You're trying to like belittle him. It doesn't work like that. Tradition is tradition. Get two or three elders from your family and then arrange to meet with the elders from Israel's family and then put that money back. Like Mr. Dayo said, bride price is normally not like when we were growing up. When you come to marry somebody from my family, my dad will say, I'm not selling my children. They will just take, it could be maybe whatever, maybe £1 or whatever naira. I'm not selling my children. The most important thing is just the gathering, the cola nut, and all of those. That is what we do in my place, right? How much did you pay as bride price? Whatever it is. If you're taking some wine or gin or whatever it is, then they will just make that traditional prayer. Marriage is being dissolved. Everybody will go their own way. That is what is expected. The mother-in-law, that's Sheila's mom, the father, should be able to arrange that for them to just go meet two or three people. It doesn't have to be the whole village. Do the right
Exactly.
thing traditionally, and then they dissolve it. Everybody will go their own way. You marry her, it didn't work. You're not going to kill her. What is this? That country somehow, I can't even imagine how people do that and how people reason. Both parties are just in the wrong. Israel, why blah blah blah? Whatever gift you gave is gone. It's not part of your bride price. Forget about it. Whether you gave the mother 1,001 whatever, it's got nothing to do with bride price. Bride price
Mm,
is the money you put down on the day, and then two, three elders will meet and then dissolve it. That is it.
mm.
That is
All
how I
right.
see about bride price. Both
Mm,
both parties are just on the wrong. They are not doing it right. The gift you gave is not part of the bride price. Are you going to say this when you are bringing the money I paid on you, you bring everything I give to your mom? No, it doesn't work like that. That is on you. You decide to do that.
mm, mm. Okay, Auntie Grace, thank you very much. Wow, I don't even know. Say people go even get Israel back small. I think everybody just want roast Israel. Okay, we are getting to the juicy part of this conversation, but let me quickly take a couple
Have
of
a
comments
good
here.
day, guys. Bye.
Good night, Auntie
Good
Grace.
Good
night,
All
night.
right.
Yeah,
Mama.
good night.
Bye, ma.
Good night,
Thanks for
darling.
coming.
Bye. Thank you. Bye bye.
Emma. Okay. So let's quickly take some comment here and then we'll get to the juicy part, the Bass Books part of this show. Sister Yinka said, white wedding is ceremonial, it's not African. The traditional wedding is the main wedding. Folks call it engagement. Well, folks call it engagement now, but it's not. It's the main wedding. God bless you, my sister. Because when we talk, Gen Z no dey hear. Gen Z think say na that one when they waste money, they do nya 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 nya
Uncle
nya nya
Ben.
be the wedding. What? What?
I'm not a Gen Z. I'm a millennial. And I understand what Sister Yinka is saying. But the problem I have is, there are some Pentecostal churches. I'm not going to mention any name just
Mhm.
because I'm feeling good today. Mm. When you get married traditionally, maybe with the way you fix the date, maybe just 1 week interval or a month interval, they'll be like the lady and the man should not be in the same house because they've not gone to the church for the white wedding. Pastors, they do that all the time, and it's an issue. They'll tell you, we know you've done your traditional marriage, but please, you people cannot be.
Go ahead.
I'm echoing, but they will be like they cannot be in the same house because they've not done the church wedding. That has always brought arguments and confusion. But
Simbi.
me, I know that, sir.
Okay, I get your point. So don't
Okay.
even bring church into this one at all. Let's just call it what
I'm
it
not
is. I'm
bringing
sorry.
church. No, I'm
Mhm.
not. I'm just trying to say
Uncle Ben,
that once you get
Uncle Ben, let
married
me answer this.
traditionally, don't let any
Mhm.
pastor tell you that you cannot be with your husband or your wife. They are wrong.
Okay. Okay,
That's
good.
what I'm
Uncle
trying
Dayo.
to say.
Okay,
Yeah.
Uncle Dayo, over to you, sir.
Thank you, sir. See, Simbi, can I be honest with you? Thank God that both of us are Christian and both of us are in Nigeria and both of us are in Lagos. I understand everything you are saying perfectly. It is a church thing. They want to underplay traditional marriage so that people will just take the church blessing as if it is more than the traditional marriage. To me, it is just politics, nothing else. Nowhere in the Bible that places, in fact, I said something earlier. I said, show me where there is a white wedding in the Bible. Nothing like that. The only reason why you must come to church is for God to bless your marriage. Nothing stops you. Immediately a man pays your bride price, just from there, go to church and let your pastor lay hands upon you and bless you. You're already married. What made that man your husband is the bride price. That is the wedding. That is the wedding. After the bride price, you can take your wife home, you can take your husband home and become together as one. But because church want to be relevant, fine, it's okay. Nothing there. Let God bless your marriage before you consummate it. No big deal. But it does not have to be that you must wait about 1 or 2 weeks before you bring each other to the church. You can come directly from there, from where you are doing your traditional marriage. Once the man has paid your bride price, come to the church, let your pastor blesses you. Jesus has already blessed your marriage because the marriage itself is not the ceremony. Thank God for what Sister Yinka said. It, white wedding is just a ceremony. The only essence for that is that as a Christian, you want God to be involved in your marriage. Fine. Bring yourself and your husband, come to church. Let God bless you. Let the pastor bless you and bless your marriage. That's all. If the
Mm.
blessing is not the ring, it's not all the ceremony.
Mm. Uncle
Papi,
Dayo.
are you still here,
Yeah.
sir? I hear you, but after my traditional marriage, I'm
So
going with
stand
my
that
husband. I'm not going to any church
yes,
straight. I'm going home.
yeah, you are
That is
married.
your own
Once he paid
choice.
your bride price, no, once he paid your bride price, he has become your husband. And then maybe after, when you want to do your Thanksgiving, you can come to church and come and thank God. No big deal. That's the truth. That's the truth.
CB, me and
Thank
you
you, Uncle Dayo.
backstage. You better do wedding. They don't want to hear pimp. This is why Nigerian men will now come and start practicing polygamy. After all, I'm a traditional man. You better do civil wedding.
Wait, wait, wait. See, we Abby, Abby never start to. All right. Basically, thank you, Uncle Dayo, for clarifying that. When it comes to Christianity and wedding, uh, I will say this: even like when I come atheist, I really don't mind that much. When you are having your wedding, your parents' prayer is superior to your pastor's prayer. I'm gonna say that is my own personal opinion. If you are going to get married, no matter what, make sure your parent, especially your father, your mom, make sure they pray for you. Their prayer is more powerful than your pastor's prayer on that particular wedding day. Oh, I'm not saying after that wedding, no. Everything after that wedding, your pastor can preach, can pray for you, help you solve your spiritual issue. But
God bless you, sir.
when it comes to two people coming together that you are getting married, your parent prayer is number one. Many marriages have been destroyed because of lack of fatherly or motherly blessing on marriages. A lot of girls have run away, get married, and say, "Oh, my dad do this, I don't want him there. My mom, no, 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 no. Get married." By the time they go collect, they move from one pastor to another, from one prayer line to another. They won't know exactly where they miss it. So I just wanted to put that out there. You see, and for young men, marrying your wife, making sure you are facing the father face to face. If you don't get time to go face the father face to face, let your family go and face the father face to face. Even if your wife, papa and mama, if they do bad both, they no date together. I'm so sorry, sisters, but I'm gonna say it. Even if now only your mama na raise you, your papa no dey there. Men, if you are marrying a girl who the father is not in the life of that girl, please, if it is possible for you to do everything within your power to make sure whatever thing you have to offer that father to signify that you marry that girl traditionally, go and do it. It will save you, it will protect you, it will protect your children, your wife, everything in future. Don't take my word for it, it's just an advice. So, okay, there is a reason for that. Now, if you are going to marry her traditionally, and he's a deadbeat father, and he wanted to use that opportunity to say, the daughter should be here, the mother should be here. Don't pay attention to any of those rubbish. Just let the father know that, look, your pikin no dey available. Just let the dad know that your pikin no dey available. As for your ex-wife, I can't say anything about that, but I want to marry your daughter. And I know as a boy who is well raised as an African, I need to come and do the right thing. That's why my family, my papa, my mama, we are coming. If the father now say, without the mama being coming to his house or the pikin coming by phone, because some pikin go say they don't want to see their papa. You feel me? If the papa insists like that or something, you have two choices, bros. You can either go ahead to marry that lady and be very, very prayerful on your wedding, or you back out completely. Because any father that want to use the wedding of their daughter as a way of getting back to the daughter mama, that is a terrible father. I don't pray you get involved in that kind of situation. I just think, let me just throw that out there. Now, let's come to what Sister Chinye said. Sister Chinye said, in Igbo land, the return of bride price doesn't need an elder. It is the responsibility of the Onye Akembe. How do I pronounce this? Oh yeah, the two Igbo guys here, Simbi and Abi. What is that one? Onye Akangbe. Mudaro. Witness. Eh?
Akebe.
Akebe. Okay. So it is the responsibility of the Oye Akebe witness from your side of the family to return the bride price. So let me take this again to understand do you understand what Sister Chiye is saying here? So Sister Chiye, are you saying
The
an Igbo,
witnesses. She puts it in
explain now,
brackets.
please explain it,
In
Abby.
Igbo land, the return of bride price doesn't need an elder. It's the responsible of the witness from your side of the family to return the bride price. So you don't need an elder, meaning if your brother, for instance, was at the wedding and was a witness, was at the
Mm,
ceremony, he can return it. If your cousin was there as a witness while the bride price was
mm.
being paid, they can return it. You don't need the umuna or the elders. I'm guessing that's what she means.
Ah,
Sister Kay, please let us know. But I guess
Sister
that's what she
Chiye,
means.
I think Sister Chiye need to clarify that, because as far as I can
So
recall,
who's a witness then?
the Igbo tradition vary from one side to another. In fact, even in Imo State, they have different practices in just one state. So I don't think this one is generally applicable, Sister Chinye. But I will run with that for now.
Yeah,
Sister
because
Yinka
remember
said,
on that live stream we're talking about, the people they were even saying how in their own parts you have to contact the umuna and you have to even go through the Eze, that's the king of the, or whoever is the head of the clan or the village. So it depends really.
Okay, Ashley said, Auntie Grace, gift are for the bride and her family, so he should let it go. Just return the dowry payment. And Bflex is saying the gift he gave, it's not an entirely gone man. It's not entirely gone, ma'am. At least he got the virginity he was observed with. We are coming to that. Don't even try
Yes,
that a
let
bit
him
flex.
return her
We are
virginity.
coming to that. Make anybody know,
It's
just try
in
it
head
this
like
evening.
fishy
Which
signboard.
virginity? Una one way we jump the gun now. Okay. Zitachi say if the witness goes and the man's family refuse to take the bride price, then the witness will take it to the customary court and the court deals with it. Yeah, I know of that one. Yeah, I know of that one. I know you can actually go to customary court to return bride price. Yeah. So Sister Yinka said there is that's their doctrine. If one does not agree with the doctrine of the church, then don't attend the church. Okay, Sister Yinka was responding to what you were saying earlier, Simbi. Dubsi say it's done out of control and ignorance. I don't know which one is that. My sister Dubsi. Sisi said, I used to do bridal makeup as a side hustle, did beautiful makeup for the bride. Then a winch of a pastor came and said, no, it's too much. And she had to wipe it off. I was confused. Okay, by the way, what's the pastor's business with makeup? Or maybe
Uncle
it
Ben, you
depends on
see
the
what
church
I'm talking
anyway.
about?
That's not what you're talking
You see what
about.
I'm
What
talking
I'm getting,
about?
Simbi, what I'm getting from you is like churches did something to you. You have
Ah,
some, you have some resentment towards churches. That's what I'm getting
hmm.
from you, my dear. But may God help you
No,
to
that's not it
see
though.
better. Mm.
Uncle Ben, I'm
Uh,
a Christian though.
I
Hmm.
know you
And
are a
Uncle
Christian,
Ben,
but
Uncle
I've
Ben.
heard you a couple of times, and I feel like the church has done something to you that make you to take that position. So I understand. Like me personally, now I said it all the time. I know they do denomination. Any church where I go, I pray to God. I believe my prayer answer case. I told you guys, I went to MFM. When they were raising MFM that they pray, prayer point plenty, but there is a particular prayer point they raise one time, and they're like, okay, whatever you want from God, pray about it. And there is something I told God. I know vividly that that is the church where I said that to God, and by the next Monday, the whole thing took a different dimension. So I knew when I stepped into that MFM and I made that prayer, I went there to celebrate my mother-in-law birthday. So I knew that that prayer that I said in that MFM, God really heard the prayer. And here I am. I'm not a fan of MFM. I told you about my neighbor in Nigeria, the man deported from England. We want to take prayer, finish everybody for my compound. But the point I'm making is sometimes there are some things you observe in churches that can turn you away, but you don't want to let that to turn you away from Christ. That's just my point. Uncle Dayo, no verse there. What are you saying, sir?
Yes, I wanted to just react on what CB was just saying right now. Okay,
Yeah.
the issue of this bride price, whatever, to me, it depends on the culture. That's number one. And then when you're talking about the church, let us not forget one thing. Makeup and everything depends on the stand of the church. Now, you cannot be a member of Deeper Life now and say you want to make up during your wedding day to the church. They will not allow you. Some churches, we are not talking about all these modern day churches whereby with your makeup, with your jeans, with your whatever you want to wear to church, you are welcome. If you are going to that kind of a church, fine. Nobody will stop you. But if you are going to the church that's a little bit traditional, like a MFM, Mountain of Fire, Deeper Life, even it's a part of Redeem. You cannot there are some way that you cannot dress on your wedding day in some churches like the Redeemed Church. So if you are that type of church, you already know the culture of your church. Maybe your church is where they don't wear earrings, they don't do makeup, they don't do all these things. And on your wedding day, you say because it's your wedding day, you want to rub powder, rub pancake, rub everything, put on earring. And no, the pastor has the right to tell you no and to tell you to go and wipe it off. So you already being a member of that church, you know that they don't accept this here. So why do you go ahead and do it? So that's why I said that one is on the woman. Thank you.
Yeah, doctrine
Mm.
is doctrine. Laws are laws. It is what it is. I don't even have a problem with that. You're the one that goes to the church.
Any doctrine that is not in the Bible, to me, it's nothing, because we have the 10 commandments to obey, and that's what will take you to heaven. It's not the doctrine
All
in the
right.
church that takes everybody to heaven. So
All
that one.
right. All right. I want us to get to the gas boost real quick since I still get more time. But if I run commode, Abby, we take charge of the whole team in case if Simbi have to go to because time don't go. All right, Sister Labelle said it's not even compulsory to get blessed in the church building. A pastor can be invited to the traditional wedding to bless the couple after the bride price has been paid. Absolutely. I've seen some couple did this here in the US. They went to the court, and that's one thing I love about America. Here in Texas, specifically around here, Austin, Georgetown, Linda, all the cities around us here, $60 you don't marry. That's all it costs. You just go there, you pay, you pay $60 for your certificate. They will fix date for you. You come with your woman. Uh, the judge, be whoever is presiding, join on together, case closed. You just bring maybe two witnesses. That's all. You are married. You are legally married. So now they like to overemphasize everything. As Tinka said, your pastor prayer carries less weight. So your parent blessing you on that traditional day is the real thing. Absolutely. So I want to believe that some people are learning from this. Honestly speaking, that prayer is powerful. There are some things I can share with you guys because of how situation be, because I married somebody who don't want our business out there. So that's why I keep telling you guys that you see that prayer is very, very important. If you don't get that blessing, there are some spiritual battle you will be confronting that you won't know where it's coming from. So forget, say, okay, Papa na Christmas, Mama no agree, whatever. Make sure Papa bless you, Mama bless you. And for men, especially young boys, make sure your wife mother is happy. Don't be like this Israel where they run him out anyhow now. I just dey share some secret with una wey be my mate and younger than me. I no fit tell my senior them. So if you are younger than me and you are hearing me right now, make sure your wife's mom, your mother-in-law, make sure she's happy with you. Now, some mother-in-law feel una fit no too get rapport like that, but always make sure you are doing and you are performing your duty. It goes a long way. Once your wife see that you are also trying to put smile on her mom's face, sometimes that goes a long way for her to start seeing you from a different light. Some men these days, the moment they marry a girl and they finish their ceremony, that's it. They don't, some of them don't even want their mother-in-law around them. So, bro, there are so many traditions around many of these things. So, but maybe when I go learn that one way or the other, sharp. Ashley said, I agree, Uncle Ben. Bible even expect that parents bless the marriage right from traditional marriage. Exactly. Now, Uncle Dayo, you have biblical knowledge. I want to share something right now, and I would like your take before I jump to the bass bros. Only babe say you forgot that Uncle Beno, you forgot that court wedding is recognized under the law, not traditional. So they should do court wedding. And of course, we know they should do court wedding, but I don't know if you guys are getting what I'm saying or not. You can do court wedding from now to tomorrow. If there is no peace, what is the essence of the court wedding? That's the point. I've seen people make that crazy mistakes these days, even here in abroad. Oh, we are wed. Even now, your son, your daughter, sometimes if you don't like the person they want to marry, they can even go and get married without your consent or anything. They're not going to send you. It's okay. But let's see when Wahala starts, when that man that you believe we wedded in court is okay, when that man begin to show you grace, let's see if court will save you. To me, court wedding is just legality, it's just to make it legal so that in case anything happen in the future, both you as husband and the wife, you have something to hold on to in front of the law. But when it comes to getting married spiritually, having a happy home and everything, court not the last thing. I'm sorry. It's just formality. You have to do it the right way. so that everything works for you the right way. That's just my point. So, honey babe, I got you. You're right 100%. But court is just formality. What we want out of marriage is peace and love. That's just how I see it, though. Just actually say, Uncle Beno, in a position where the father is not in the life, the brother can speak on her behalf as there are some complicated situations. Absolutely, absolutely. If the father is not alive, the brother or the uncle, they can play the role of the father. But all I'm saying is, if the father is alive, I'm saying this to men, not women. No, I don't want to make you agree with me on this one. Uncle Dayo here, he can also chip in. If the father is alive as a young man, do everything possible to make sure you get the father approval for that marriage. Ignore whatever happened between the father and the mother. Because when you are marrying from a broken home, chances are the mother will be waiting to play politics from whoever want to marry their daughter. The father will be waiting to exercise his own authority. He will say, hey, they go now, when you want to marry, I'll be waiting. It is left to you as a man to apply wisdom. Don't get sucked into that their negative energy. It's not part of you. The daughter is whom you are in love with. The daughter is whom you want to do life with. If you get yourself involved in their mess from the get-go, whether you are siding with your father-in-law or against your mother-in-law, or you are siding with your mother-in-law against your father-in-law, bros, you go here when, even when rumole, spirit go follow you enter that marriage. I just pray the blood of Jesus will help us. So Uncle Dayo, before I move to the next segment, what I wanted your point on is this, sir. In the Bible made us understand that Jesus attended a wedding where he was a guest. I want to say this, and I don't know if I'm right or wrong, but this is just my take. That wedding that Jesus attended was not specifically stated that, oh, it's a church wedding, oh, it's a Christian wedding. I don't think it was stated anywhere in the Bible. It was a wedding whereby they invited Jesus as an individual, not as, oh, is this religious leader. The only thing that makes that wedding make it into the Bible was when they run out of wine. Maybe they have more guests than they expected. And that is when Jesus' mom give them scope, say, my son has this power. He can actually make wine available in this wedding. So I need us to clear that, because sometimes I've heard pastor preach this message as if Jesus was the reason they were having that wedding. No, that wedding is from Jewish tradition. They were doing their own thing. Jesus was invited. So most of the pastors that I've seen or heard that use that analogy perfectly well is they will say Jesus was invited into a wedding and we invite Jesus into your wedding. Uncle Dayo, do you agree with me that that wedding is not specifically stated it's a Christian wedding or it's a Jesus wedding? What's your takes, Uncle Dayo?
Uncle Beno, you are absolutely correct. In fact, you don't even need to say anything. Let me quickly break it down to you. Number one, there was no Christianity when Christ was on the earth. There was not like Christianity. So not like Christian wedding or Christian whatever. Christianity came during the days of the apostles, when Christ had died and resurrected and gone, and the apostles began to preach the gospel. When they got to the city of Antioch, people that see them, see, these people look like Christ too. These people must be Christian, because they can see the character of Christ in them. That's where Christianity started from. That was not like Christianity during the time of Jesus Christ. That's number one. Number two, at that wedding was a traditional wedding. It is there in the book of James chapter 2, where the wedding was specified. How do I know? The jar that Jesus Christ asked the servant to go and pour water into, he said there were 6 portions of jar. According to the tradition of the Jews, according to their tradition, there must be 6 jars at that particular wedding, which was there in the Bible. Read the Bible, is there. And Christ told them, Bible specifically mentioned, according to the tradition of the Jews, there were 6 jars of water there. So Christ told them to fill it up. So that was a traditional wedding. That was not like Christian wedding in the Bible. And then thirdly,
All right.
when we are saying Christian wedding, Christian wedding is the white wedding. Whatever that, what happened in the Bible was traditional Jewish wedding, and they followed their culture to the brim. Then you will see instances in the Bible also whereby they even use Jewish wedding to analyze some gospel behavior and some things to be done. And they even use it to relate the relationship of Christ with the church. So all the Bible, all the wedding in the Bible is traditional, nothing Western, nothing nothing like Christian wedding in the Bible, because that was Christianity came in after Christ resurrected and gone. That was it. Thank you.
Uncle
Uncle
Ben.
Ben.
Yeah,
Okay, I think Uncle Ben
I'll
is
just
busy.
answer the
Uncle
call.
Ben is busy.
Okay, I know if we're gonna hang on this, maybe I will move this topic to Sunday school when Uncle Patrick and other Christian sisters and brothers can come and chime in very well. Actually, say Jesus is a Jew. Christianity came to be because of the apostles Paul. They behave like Christ, and that is why the pagans said, "These must be Christians." Okay. Sister Labelle, that's the truth, Uncle Dayo. It was a traditional wedding. Thank you. All right. Zeno said Christian means followers of Christ, and this didn't happen until after Pentecost. You see, people always sabi Bible plenty. It be like say I'm the only one who know they read my Bible. God, I beg
Uncle
forgive me. All
Ben,
right,
stop whining, Joy. You know your Bible.
Abby. Abby, we are coming to where I need your bags boost now. Just give me a minute, guys. All right. Welcome back, everybody. Welcome back, everybody. Now, let's talk about Israel and Sheila once again. The main topic now is did Sheila play Israel and Davido? And I want to start my own campaigns, Justice for Israel. So we're going to have a poll on that one. But before then, let's take a look at what's going on here. Now, first off, this video that I want to play, I got to be honest with you. There is this guy called John that used to appear on that the free show now.
Hmm.
I don't know that brother, but that brother, they give me negative energy. I haven't watched that the free show for the longest now because lately that the free is bringing some narcissistic. I won't speak Gen Z grammar, Gen Z and millennial. That the freeze is bringing some narcissistic and some misogynistic. Which grammar they again? Abi, oh yeah, man, they bro me. Some
Egoistic.
egoistic,
Chauvinistic.
chauvinistic. Abi, bring one now.
Chauvinist.
What is your problem?
I don't have. They've already finished. Now, it's chauvinistic. I was going to say, even if it's wrong.
A chauvinist.
No, chauvinistic is
A
our own creation.
narcissist.
We create our own here. We have chauvinistic men. So you need to know. Narcissistic. Thank you, Sister Shi. Narcissistic.
Men with overbloated ego.
So what I'm trying to say is that, to be candid, I'm being honest, I haven't listened to Daddy Free show for a very long time now because the Daddy Free used to bring quality people that will bring some
Yep.
quality angle to the conversation. But these days, the set of people that the Freeze are bringing, I don't know whether they are paying him to appear on his show so that they can get follower. Especially when it comes to the topic involving women, some of these men sound so cringy.
Mm-hmm.
And you know me, I be brotherhood. If I can tell you in my own crazy brotherhood mindset, if I can tell you that some brothers, they scared the living daylight out of me the way they talk about women. May you know, say it really was. So this man, John or something, I really don't know his name, but I know he go by John. I've listened to this guy spoke several times, and I don't know. I don't know which woman offended him? I really don't get it. So after video of Sheila in the club surfaced, I know we did a show here, I think yesterday or something. We reacted to it, but when I see them having this family meeting, like our Misty will say clan meeting on Daddy Freeze's show, the least person I expected to show up on that show was Israel.
Mm,
Israel was there again lamenting.
of
Now,
course.
I only played this thing like 5 seconds since yesterday. I can't bring myself to listen to it fully. So I will play it now. We listen to it together and then we react to it. And at the end of it, I want you guys to tell me whether Sheila actually used Israel and Davido to gain fame or not. So take a listen.
Something that is very painful. As when you are divorced, you're not meant to be happy. It's supposed to be, oh, this girl, she saw it as a way of promoting her handling to promote herself. She's not going to go and be doing interview to monetize, go to monetize interview. They give advice. In marriage, you didn't stay for 5 months. Now you're going to advise people now. You go talk to the money.
She advised them how not to stay in a marriage for 5 months.
I'm telling you, you didn't stay for marriage for 5 months. You're not going to advise people. What I don't understand. I don't understand. I don't understand.
Let me pause it there first. Abby, I think God beg you. Now me and you want rapport now so that Simbi and Uncle Daya and anybody will want contribute, they'll contribute. Abby, first of all, make me understand what in Israel they talk. I don't understand what they talk. When he say you go to advise people marriage when you don't stay for 5 months.
Uncle Ben, that's how you know that Israel is pained. You know, I told you, it's not about bride price. Israel is angry because Insta blog, right? Interview Sheila, as we know, on YouTube.
No, it's my day. Make I move myself. I can't help with this laughter.
He now started talking another thing that she went to advise. And I'm just like, Israel, what is going on? Israel is angry. He's angry. And it's that same behavior, that same Yinka behavior. How dare you? I brought you to Lagos. How dare you? That's what Israel is going through.
So, who else? All right, Simbi, let's start the poll. Do you agree with Israel that okay, Abby, Simbi, get to the banner real quick and let's start the poll. Do
Okay,
you
sir.
should Sheila give marriage advice? If we have to go by what Israel is saying, oh, so just put it there. Should Sheila give marriage advice? 1 for yes, 2 for no, 3 for depends. Let's do that real quick. All right. So, real fam, that is the first poll. I think I'm with Israel on one thing. Sheila is not in the position to give marriage advice. I always have issue with people who have not really experienced marriage for a while and they want to give advice. I'm so against that. So Israel may be narcissistic, he may be chauvinistic, but I think he's right on that one. He got that one 100. Sheila is not in a position to give marriage advice, and that is why that her club video was kind of not making sense to me. Uncle Dayo, over to you. So help us break that one down. Do you agree with Israel or not, Uncle Dayo?
Thank you, Uncle Beno. Actually, what Israel was saying is because of his anger, he's not really talking straight. I've been saying things straight. He's angry, as Abby have said. It is just too obvious that this guy is bitter and angry. But when it comes to advice, question that I want to ask is that what is the type of advice that Sheila is giving? Now, advice can be a positive one or can be a negative one. See you, my dear agenda, do not marry a man that is like this, like this, like this, with our own little experience in marriage, which is just about 5 months. Depends. If you see anybody going this way, like my ex was going, please don't marry. At least she has expressed it firsthand. She can advise people on that. But to give general idea about how to have a successful marriage, she does not. She does not have that capability. But at least she has one bitter experience. That is, how not to enter into the wrong marriage. So she can advise people on that one. So that's why I like that third option, which is it depends. But as for Israel
Hmm.
himself, he's just angry, and then it's like, when you newly divorce, it is the person that invests more in that relationship that really feel the odds most. I think it was the one that
Yeah.
really invested much in that relationship, so he's feeling the pain more than Sheila. Of course, Sheila, I don't really know how much of her involvement was in that marriage, but she has already moved on. So she's living that. But Israel is still bitter. He's still angry. He's still pain concerning that breakup. So that's why we see him talking like that. Thank you.
Hmm. Uh, Abby, let me just ask you and CB. Abby and CB, this is a question for you. So you first, Abby. Will you
Okay.
take marriage advice from Sheila?
Of course not.
Okay. Simbi, how about you? You gonna take marriage advice from Sheila?
Uncle Ben.
Simbi,
Maybe.
maybe. Okay, all right.
Yeah.
Abby, let me get your analysis on that. Why would you take marriage advice from Sheila?
Because I have many other people I'd rather take advice from. Like I have to weigh my options.
Oh, this
What
is why I love this girl. Abby, no even stress yourself. You always give me the answer that I wanted. Good answer. Go ahead, my dear.
why would I just go to random Sheila that is younger? There's other people that are clearly more experienced, have more wisdom. I don't know. She herself has not exactly carried herself in a way that aligns with my own values. For instance, returning the bride price. You've not returned bride price, you're doing interview. Like let's be honest, please. So I wouldn't take advice from Sheila because she hasn't carried herself in a way that I even agree with. So yeah.
See, that's it. That's a very good one. Sissy said he has been he has been talking non-stop. Now she's talking. What is his problem? Sissy, you are playing big sister role here. Sissy, may you stop. You not just want to hear from Israel at all, Sissy. Sister Shia said, you frustrated her out of marriage, bros. If una fit read the rest of the comment, Sister Chie, they look for my trouble. See, if you read the rest of the comment, I know they read.
Okay. So Sister Chinye said you frustrated her out of the marriage, bros. But I don't agree with her giving advice if that's true because they lie too. I haven't seen her on any platform. Someone please correct me. Oh, someone correct
Okay, okay. Partially, I agree with Sister Gia, but Sister Gia no like my boy.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I wanted to say something though.
Uncle Ben,
If we're
how are you
Yeah.
going,
liking Israel?
No, well, go ahead,
if we're
Abby.
going based off of social media and how people are angry, I don't want us to forget that a couple months ago, she kind of used what's her name, BBN winner Fina as a
Mm.
medium to speak back with her big platform to speak back. That's annoying. Remember, Israel is also mad at Fina for that reason as well. She went on holiday with
Yeah.
Fina, and again, I think similar to what we discussed yesterday. This man is just angry that the little enjoyments that she has going on for herself, he
Mhm.
feels like he's the one that puts her on. Now me bring you come Lagos. If not for me, you wouldn't have met a Fina. He's just angry. And it's a very terrible way to live your life after a breakup. Oh. It's a very
And
terrible
that and
unfortunate. But
hey, Abby, that is why I said it's beginning to look like Sheila used both Israel and Davido. Well, I know say the sisters will not go agree, but I
I
think
think
that's what Sheila did. Now, to be franco, I'm not against that too. I've always preached that you got to be smart. You got to look for every opportunity that is out there. If Sheila didn't bank on that opportunity, she wouldn't be Sheila that she is now. I've gone to her Instagram page today, and I think the girl is really doing well in terms of influencing and all of that. But if you have the privilege to hang around somebody like Davido, and you can't find out to turn that to monetize that privilege, hey, you are not street smart. So I get it. But I got Zeno here. Before I go to Zeno real quick, let's take the vote from the poll. Sister Yinka say three. Lobato. Sister Chiye, he said, just speak your truth. Okay, let me see the vote. Zeno said 3. Thank God Zeno is here. Simbi said 3. What other vote do we have? People know just the vote now, just the para for my guy. Anyway, Zeno, what's your take on this one?
Good evening,
Good
everybody.
evening, baby girl. How you doing?
I am good, thank you. I would not take advice from her because mentors have not finished in the world. Sorry. And also, you don't take advice from people that, I mean, at least for me, I take advice from people that has done something and are successful at it, right? She was 5 months. My goal is not to be 5 months in marriage. So why would I be taking advice from her?
Right?
No,
Okay,
Zeno is
good.
not taking advice, is learning from her own experience, learning from her mistake, not taking advice from her.
Learning from
Most
her
of you said
mistake.
three.
How?
Most
Like,
of you said 3 in the comments. You guys are contradicting yourself. Wrote 3 in the
No, we're
comments.
not.
Uncle Ben,
Because
what was the question? Because I'm confused now.
Eh? The
What?
question is, would you, as a young lady, would you take advice from Sheila? And knowing she spent only maybe 6 months, or we just know her marriage is less than a year, would you take advice from her, marital advice from her?
No,
Okay.
sorry. My goal is to be forever in marriage. So if I'm going for 5 months, and
Mm.
I would if my plan is to be 5 months in marriage. But if my goal is for forever, then no, there are people that are 20 years and 30 years in marriage that I can go take advice from.
Mm.
Uncle Ben, the reason I chose 3 is very simple. There's
Okay.
nobody that doesn't have a perspective that is helpful, right? Sheila can come and
Okay.
tell you the reason why you have to think about dating someone that is close to a public figure. That is insights that I don't even have. I've never dated a public figure before, or someone that is close to a Davido. I don't know if what I'm saying makes sense. So that's the reason I chose 3. It depends on what the advice is, but generally, would I take
Mm.
advice about marriage? No. Would I take
Okay.
advice based off of her insight of what it feels like to be around a Davido and that crowd, and maybe
Okay.
what it feels like to make a man to be in a situation where a man brings you from Edo to Lagos? Yes, there's a difference,
Okay.
but not on marriage. Do you understand? On the circumstances surrounding her marriage, perhaps because she has insights that a lot of us may not have. So there's a difference.
Agreed. Agreed. Okay. It sounds
That's why I
good.
chose 3.
Now you're talking,
Yeah.
Abby. Now you're
Okay.
talking.
No, but the
Okay.
questions are different. CB is my point. One is marriage. One is the
Mm.
circumstances. It's 2 different questions.
Okay. All right. So, Sister Chie say, uh, troublemakers everywhere. So Gia said, you frustrated her out of the marriage, bros, but I don't agree with her giving advice, if that's true, because they lied too. Exactly. Thank you, Sister Kinye. I haven't seen her on any platform. Someone correct me. Well, you are not following her now. Most big sisters don't follow those young girls. All right. Sister Yinka says she can share some of what she saw and experienced. She can share the red flags she saw with me. Okay, she saw which may help others steer away. So it depends, but advice can be sought elsewhere. All right, absolutely. CC also say 3. CC. Okay, no wala. Sister Labelle said one can take advice from her in relation to the mistakes she made. Hmm.
Thank
Yeah,
you,
makes
Sister
sense.
Labe. That's what I was talking about. I said
Okay.
experience.
All right.
Can't
Let's
say,
hear
why
more.
don't rule her
Oh,
out like that?
all right. Thank you, Simbi. Let's hear more from Israel.
For church now, in the morning you go carry church to Bible. So sometimes, you see, sometimes when people say church thing or something, sometimes they are making sense. You go to church in the morning, carry only Bible, but for night you go club, go turn white, go white, turn white.
Justice for Israel. Abby, what
Yes,
do you
sir.
understand with Israel? What Israel is saying right there? How can you go to church in the daytime? You go to club at night. Israel
Israel is
live with
wild.
this girl. Israel know what in eyes see. And
Uncle
that
Ben.
video will make
He's
come
an
out. It be
he's
like,
an hypocrite.
Uncle Ben,
Now
that's not
okay,
hypocrite.
true.
Abby,
Let me tell you what. Let me
over to
tell
you,
you what.
Abby.
Let me tell you what Israel is going through. Israel is Israel is angry. We've already established that. But Uncle Ben, Israel cannot believe this girl is having a good time. Israel wants her to be miserable. That's why. Because let's think about it. Like CB just said, he's a hypocrite. If this guy, if this girl was to marry to Israel, Israel's part of Israel's job is nightlife. We should not be going to this club anyway. She will now. She might be hanging out with 30 BG people and all. So he's just angry that she's having a good time. He expects her to be miserable and not be doing well in Lagos. That's the truth. Honestly.
Uncle Ben, why is he not judging Davido? Why is he not judging his boss?
What does Davido have to do with this one? We're talking about Sheila.
Was
You are bringing
Davido not
Davido.
going to the... It's the same thing now.
It's
He
not the
wants to
same
make it
thing.
look like Uncle Ben is the same thing. Bro.
It's not the same thing. Dino, what's your take about Israel concerns that his wife carry Bible to church and end up in the club?
I think he, like how men, or at least guys that are ready to settle down, always say, I want a church girl with a baddie vibe. I think he overemphasized the baddie part the church girl part, to where Sheila felt like she had to be a church girl and had to hide the fact that she loves to party or wants to party. So now he's seen a side of her that he probably did not experience when they were together. So it's kind of like, oh my gosh, is this what I missed out on? And she's also happy on top of it. So now I'm miserable. That's what I see. He's miserable.
Yeah, it makes sense. It makes sense. Okay, let's play the rest of the video.
My brother,
Oh,
God will be with you.
very much.
The downfall,
Thank you.
the
Yeah,
downfall of a man is not the end of his life.
It's not the end
Oh
of his
no.
life.
exactly,
Yeah.
exactly. So thank God now. Thank God that the whole world now can be. The whole world now have seen the reason why she left. Yeah, so the whole world now begin to see the reason why she left marriage. She left the marriage not because she was maltreated. No, she was never maltreated at all. She felt she wanted to. Yeah, she want go see outside. Oh, no. She was never maltreated at all. Nothing.
Yeah. I mean,
I don't
they
take
married
care
for
of
3 months.
her.
That says a lot. That says a lot. I don't even know.
3 good months.
Yeah, that's
3 good
wild.
months. 3 good months. 3 good months. No, this thing, no maltreatment, nothing, no beating, no. 3 good months. She was up to 3 months. Then you're not going giving advice to people. What advice are you giving for marriage? What marriage advice are you not giving? When some marriages of 10 years, 20 years are still struggling itself.
But she can give
Your marriage of
she can give advice on marriage. She can advise girls on how to be virgins before they marry.
I told you this John of a guy.
oh my
But
God.
I told you this John of a guy. There is something creepy about this guy. Abby, do you know him?
Oh yes, Uncle
Are you
Ben.
following?
Me, Uncle Ben. Follow who? God forbid. You know I can never. But he's
I'm
a
just
frequent. He's a frequent panelist on DF shows, and he's very controversial. I don't know what it is that John is doing for DF, because DF allows this man insult even his regular ladies. Like, there was a period this man was banned from his show because DF's thing was, you have to apologize to this my girl before you come back on. There's girls, there's ladies that are popular like Samaria and them lots that frequent DF show that don't come on the show when this guy's around, is on. He's terrible. He's terrible. His views are extreme. Remember, Uncle Ben, when I finished watching this thing, I came to the backstage to type and I said, people like this man are the ones that support this red pill movement that we have going on. And we're talking about it like it's the young boys. These are the pioneers of red pill and the younger boys. That's why I said, Uncle Ben, I need you to watch that Adolescence so we can talk about that red pill thing. These are the babas of red pill movement. Unfortunately, his views are extreme. and for no good reason. He finds ways to undermine, even if the woman, his own wife or baby mother, he finds ways to undermine women in every possible way. He's
Mm, mm.
you see when he's talking about
I
his baby
know.
mom or wife, the mother of his son, you will be shocked. Mm-mm. I can't
Wow.
stand him. Yeah.
Yeah, Abby, can you, Simbi, can you deal with John? Simbi, do you know this John, by the way?
I've not been watching Daddy Freeze for a very long
Ah,
time now, so I'm
don't
only
go and watch
familiar
this
with
guy, oh. Simbi. Don't go and watch this
no.
guy. This guy will piss you off, oh, Simbi.
I know
I swear.
Samaria and some other ladies and some other guys too, but I don't
Of
know
course,
John.
Samaria, when Samaria and the other used to come around, that's when
Mm.
Daddy Freeze make a lot of sense to me. But once he brought all these guys like this, now different thing. It was this same John that was there when that guy that said he took a lady to South Africa and the guy no
Oh
let him
yes.
Kiriwa. This John was there, he just yanny up at up and down or something.
He's the one.
Samuel Samuel say John is a narcissistic. Zeno, are you following John? Can you stand him? Can you listen to him?
I don't follow any of them. I don't even watch that before, so sorry.
All right. Sissy says she's following him. Hey, finally, Sissy is following one guy, one
No,
chauvinistic guy.
this is not following him. I think she's just laughing that I
No,
can hear the question.
Sissy is following him.
Sissy cannot follow that
uh,
kind of person. Sissy cannot follow that kind of person. Mm-mm. She's laughing at your comments, asking if she's following. Sissy is confirmed. Sissy cannot follow his John.
Don't mind me.
Sissy,
I just
follow
want to
John.
provoke Sissy. I want to provoke her. All
Hmm.
right. So Sister Dupsy said Israel wants relevance by trolling Sheila. His bitterness has gone overboard. Sister Dupe, I don't want to agree with that one. No. I think if we say Israel is still pained, I agree because I was even contemplating that I want to get to Uncle Dio and see if Chucky and other people are free. So we can do a show about the pain that men went through after divorce. Because I think, thank you. So I think sometimes we undermine that pain. Yeah. So I think sometimes, don't worry, sometimes people don't really get that men are pained when they divorce or when their woman left them. I think women just think that it's only women that cry and they feel pain after divorce. Some men can't get over divorce for a very long time. They need true healing. And especially the way this Sheila treat this Israel. If you look at Israel very well, to me, I think Israel is more of a traditional man who just want the good things out of life and who expected that he's going to be married and he's going to be able to control his wife because of his traditional beliefs and all of that. And I don't think Israel see himself as a man who will get married and will be divorced in less than 1 year. Would I say I am surprised the wife left him in less than 1 year? No, I am not surprised because there are some men that they won't really know how terrible they are until they got married and their woman can't stand them. So I think Israel is pained. So, Sister Dupsy, if we have to go with him being pained, I will agree. But to say he's trolling her in order to seek relevance, I know I agree with that one, my sister, but it makes sense anyway. What else do I see here? Joyce said, I believe she went into the marriage with Israel because of his closeness with Davido. After marriage, she was uncomfortable with the role he played in the group. Joyce, I don't think it's about the role. I think she may complain about no lady want to see their men prostrating for their fellow men anyway. But then I don't want to say some things so that I won't sound tribalistic. But some men really don't know what it means to be married. Some of them just think once they pay bride price and everything, the girl is in their house. They can tell her, sit down there, and she should sit down there. Because when I read the summary of how they parted ways, I think Sheila was emphasizing that even she can't go to a salon without being monitored or things like that. So, and I see Israel as somebody who might have those tendencies of over monitoring a woman or making that woman very, very uncomfortable. But I don't think the sole purpose of going into the marriage is to get close to the widow so that she can divorce him. But I think after when Israel is coming, because I wanted to show one picture here, Abby, I will soon hand over this thing to you.
Okay.
Let me show you guys this picture real quick. Whenever I look at this picture of Israel, Juju, and Sheila, the picture speaks volumes. And I don't know if other people notice what I notice in this picture. So just to bring home the point I'm trying to make, if you look at this picture now, everybody in the audience and those in the chat, do you think that these two match? Look at Israel. Just focus on Israel. This is supposed to be pre-wedding photo shoot, right?
Yes, sir.
The way Israel is standing, does this show a man who have swag? He's standing like this, just the way he put his arm by his side, wear a shirt that is protruding his belly, you know? Just look at them, compare both of them. What does it tell you, Abby?
Uncle Ben, remember that on the backstage I said that I now see why Sheila couldn't stand this man. She thought she could manage, but this man gave her the ultimate ick. The man is someone that is allergic to growth. He's not so Uncle Ben, we say, you teach us this all the time. We're not looking for a perfect man, but we're looking for a man that is teachable, a man that we can turn into our own, if that makes sense. And lots of women do that. Uncle Ben, you can say that the way you used to dress before you were married is not the same way you would dress after marriage because no, it's just giving you an example about how wives come in and say, no, baby, this is better.
That's why I'm saying, that's why I say, me that I'll just put on one shirt, go about my business. Now, even every Sunday, Madam must approve before I wear.
It's things like that where you can just leave some things, but this guy doesn't seem like he's a very one kind CC Bush. He's just somehow he doesn't, and I think Sheila was just like, nah, I can't do this, right?
Okay.
So you're very right. He's not even being around Davido, he's not even learning anything. Clearly. Not learning anything. Look at that. Remember that Davido's Gates man, that Hausa guy that time. Look at how he brushed up once he came close to. A lot of them that followed Davido, they brush up. Israel has refused. Israel has refused. The way he speaks, the way he composes himself, look at the way he's standing. If photographer had gone selfie somehow, because why didn't you give him instructions on how to pose?
And you know one thing is like people like Israel, a lot of men that have this mentality, if you are married to them and you try to touch them up, no be so now they talk, where you want me man get teased, some of them will not receive it very well. You see how I joke about it now that you see how I joke about it now that almost every weekend, Madam must approve my clothes before I come up for house. You know, it's not easy. You need to have that marital mindset for you to know that your wife wanted to see you at certain level. There is a way your wife wants you to appear. And to any young man who is listening to this now, you got to learn all these things. You see, women are very meticulous. Women are very attentive. I think everything with women is like competition. Okay? And once they are married to you, you are part of that competition. They want you to come out as their husband certain way. That's why, especially if you are married to a woman who is a fashionista, thereby, as a man, you are in trouble. You go marry fashionista. Whoa. Una go fight, tire. I do tell you guys about how I was so bad at color matching. Even to date, I'm improving, but to date, I'm still terrible when it comes to matching clothes colors. So, but you know, in America, here, matching clothes colors, shoe, hat, everything, it's a big deal here. If you wear red hat, you go wear white shoes, wahala go happen. They go dey look you somehow, somehow. So women pay attention to all of that, and I think those are some of the things where Sheila discovered that it be like say I make mistake with this guy, but I won't take anything away from Sheila though. Even as much as I don't like her club outfit and all of that, for her to have lived that marriage after is it 3 or 5 months, I think something is terribly wrong, super, super wrong. So I'll give her that. But anyway, I'm going to hand this over to you guys now. I have to do one or two things. But before I leave, and as part of the discussion, Simbi and you can read as many comments as you want to. I just want to ask us, do we agree that somehow Sheila used Israel and Davido to become this influencer or not? So, Uncle Dio, please help us analyze that one, and then Abby will take over from there. Uncle Dio, you are muted,
Okay,
though.
Uncle Beno, thank you very much.
Uncle Dio, you are muted, though.
No, I'm on now. Can you hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you, sir.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, we
Yes,
can hear
sir.
you,
We
sir.
can hear you.
Okay. Thank you very much. I first and foremost, I want to comment on the picture that you that you posted of the two of them. That picture says it all. Everything that I want to find out about this couple is in that picture because it completely shows two different incompatible beings. Sheila may be from the village or she may be from the town, wherever she came from, but this is a trending lady. This is a lady that likes fashion. This is a lady that loves having fun. It shows in her dressing, in her composure, in everything. She's a fashionista. And look at the so-called husband, looking like my uncle. Come on. Where is the level of compatibility here? Nothing. So I want to believe the very first that causes problem in the home, though Sheila has not come out to tell us exactly what really happened, and I don't think either of them has done that anyway. I think it has to do with the level of compatibility. I cannot see anyone here. And then justice for the cameraman. I believe the cameraman would have told him your posture is not good, but because he being a narcissistic person, as he said, no, that's the way that I want to stand. For crying out loud, you are taking a pre-wedding picture with your to-be wife. You cannot even hold that. You cannot even give a posture that shows that you are just standing as if you are standing next to your secretary. Come, what's going on here? This picture says it all for me.
Attention.
This picture says it all for me personally because look at him. Look at him. Look at the lady. A trendy lady like this being with the power tapper, according to what one of my sisters said on the platform. It looks more like now. Okay, now let's even cut it out. Have you ever seen Davido dressed like this? Have you ever
Thank
seen any
you.
member of his gang dressed like this? If you are working with that clique of Davido, supposed to know, in fact, you're supposed to smart up. You're supposed to know better. Supposed to know better. This really puts me off personally. But
What she's been wearing, Uncle Dara, comparing to him.
I don't know. In fact, look at the girl. So I know that this girl had been clubbing before she met him. It's obvious. Come on, look at the girl. It's not as if it's the one that brought the girl out of nowhere. Now introduce him to nightlife. What from this picture that I'm seeing here, this girl loves fun. Maybe by the time he came into her life, he tried to control him. No, you cannot go this, you cannot do this, you cannot do that. Fine. She humbly abide. Maybe after marriage now, she now find out that what you are trying to stop me from doing, you are doing it. So why won't I do it too? That may be the reason why they are having conflict in their home. That may be. So back to the question. In fact, I've forgotten the question itself. What was the question about again? Uncle Ben was
Sibi,
asking
what's
me
the question?
to,
Can't remember. So,
The question is, do you think Sheila used Israel in
mm-hmm.
terms of getting closer to Davido so she can gain fame?
now I want to believe our intention was not to use him. I mean, was not to use him. Okay, our intention may be she saw an opportunity to come into the limelight, and she took it. The word used to me maybe a little bit too strong, but which girl out there will have an opportunity to hang out with somebody that goes around with Davido that she will not gladly take it? So I believe she saw the opportunity. Oh, if I move with this clique, I can blow, I become famous, and she took it. So when I say she used, to me, it's too strong a word, but she saw an opportunity and she grabbed it. That's what I would say, because she actually got what she wanted. Now she has followers. Now she's trending. Now, even though the marriage lasted for just about 5 months, she's already famous and popular. Nobody know any Sheila before he came into our life. It was when he came into our life that people get to know who is Sheila. So I think he took that opportunity that came our way, and she's the best for it. Thank you.
Thank you, Uncle Dio. I have a question for sorry, Zeno. Actually, do you want to go? Do you think Sheila used Israel
I
and
don't think
Davido?
I don't think so. I think I agree with Uncle Dio. I think she had an opportunity and she used it. But then again, I think I don't believe, this is just my perception, I don't believe Israel saw her as an equal. I think for him it was, I'm bringing a girl from the village, so she's supposed to say yes ma, yes sir, to me all the days of my life, and she wasn't allowed to be her own person. And she realized really quick that, hey, I can't be my own person if I continue like this, and I have other things I want to do. So she left, and I think that's why he's pissed, because all he keeps complaining about is, you claim to be church girl, you claim to be this, you claim to be that, but there's nothing particularly that she has done. I suppose the only thing he's complained about is she didn't respect him. So I think it's one of those, I'm a Bini man, I'm a traditional man, and my wife is supposed to pretty much be my slave and shouldn't be her own person. I believe that that's the conflict they had. Did she use them? Absolutely not. I think she was just in an environment and she used her own opportunity wisely.
Hmm. Okay. Cool. I personally don't think that she used him. And one thing about this life is, if you're getting married to someone like Israel that's close to Davido, these things come naturally. And if you really want to put things to perspective, if it's a case of her using him, I think she would have stayed for longer. But clearly, whatever she went through or whatever she saw outweighed the success that she saw, beyond her staying past 3 months. That's honestly why I think. So for me, because she could leave that quickly, it shows that she probably did not think about it as using. But I have a question for Uncle Dio specifically. What do you think about, or what are the issues? Because for me, I see a lot of issues here. Why would a man go old, the man that is in Lagos, he has options, and I understand the stereotype of Lagos girls. But why would a man like Israel decide that, oh, he has to go back to his hometown to marry a virgin that is much younger than him and comes from a Christian home? All of these variables, do you think there's an underlying issue there? That's my question, Uncle Daya.
Completely, there's an underlying issue there. What I think Israel wants is he wants a Proverb 23 woman. A a Proverb 35 woman. I be 23 was it? I cannot even remember now. But the thing is
SC1.
that uh, the thing is that what he wanted, he think he could not get it in Lagos, so he went to the village, look for a church girl that that may give him that vibe. Obviously, he must have tried some of the island girls, some of the Lekki girls, some of the Lagos girls, some of the Abuja girls. None of them seem to be working for it, because now, person like this, you would know that he is looking for something that he can control, somebody that he can, you know, control and bring under his wings. The word there is control, because he knows very well that there's no way he can get anybody like that easily in these eyebrows cities all over Nigeria. So he went into a village to go and look for somebody that can fit that profile. Unfortunately for him, even even the girls in the village are much more open-eyed than the ones in the cities. So that's where he made a mistake. That is number one. Number two, you brought a girl that is already, um, though she may be a virgin, you brought a girl that is already open eye from a village down to Lagos, and you put him amongst celebrities, influencers, and stars, because the clique that you are in yourself is a clique of celebrities, influencers, and popular people, stars. What else do you expect? She will blend in, she will be, she will, she will become like them, and she will improve her game, and she will not become like far better than what you yourself wanted her to be. And I think that's where the jealousy comes in. Now, for him to have been arguing with Davido for all these years, and still his lifestyle has not changed, that is a fundamental problem with him. That means he's a traditionalist. And even a coconut hair traditionalist like our Uncle Beno still changes. But this boy refuses to change. How can you be around training people like that? You're around Davido and his clique. I know those boys, when they come to the airport, my wife used to work at the executive wing of the airport in those days. She used to tell me when they come to the airport, they come in their team. Davido never goes around with two or three people.
A
They
lot
come like a gang.
entourage.
Yes, they come with their entourage, and you see these guys. If you like good life, you will love them, because for the moment that they will spend anywhere they are, you can see money speaking. You can see style, culture. Look at their wearing. Look at what they are putting on. Look at, just try to do a kind of a um, costing of what they all of them are putting on. You know that these guys are in money, and they're young boys. They're young boys. So if it's that clique, I don't expect him to be appearing like this anywhere. So to me, he has an underlying factor, that is, he has a problem, that he needed somebody that he can control. So he thinks they can get it in the village. So that's why he went there to pick a wife. Only that the market that he went to buy at the village turns out to be too big for him to handle. Thank you.
Okay, Uncle Dad, can I ask you one last question if I go to the next person? Or not really, it's not a broad question. Is do you think that the word open eye, like you used it, could be interchangeable with ambitious? You know, sometimes people are in certain situations and the only thing that is stopping them from what they really want to be or what they want to achieve is opportunity and money. So do you really think it's open eye or it's just ambition? And then she found, someone to sponsor in a sense that ambition. Do you think it's interchangeable?
Well, depends on which context you're looking at it from. Let me explain this. When I said open eye, that means somebody that's already in the know, somebody that's already knows what's up out there. We have some smart girls out there that um they are not baddie. Now let me use that word. They are not a baddie. That is, they are not into whatever is trending. And we have some that, even though they are in the village, they are always trying to catch up with whatever is trending. So that's what I mean by open eye. That is, this girl already knew what's up, but she does not have an opportunity to be in that class yet. So Israel now provided her with that platform
Access,
of
yeah.
what, yes, that access. So when you're talking about ambition, see, if you don't have ambition in life, you will remain in an entity. I'm sorry. Everybody has some level of ambition in their life. Everybody wants to get better in their life. Everybody wants to climb higher. Everybody wants to, like, um, navigate into better places, into better space out there. So I cannot pin her for that. If she's not ambitious, then she should have married. She should have just gone to marry one village palm wine tapper somewhere. But because everybody has a level of ambition in them, they want something better for themselves and for their family. So to me, that is normal with everybody. But for Opona, she is already in the know. If not, Israel would have even found her out. That's the truth.
Mm.
So I don't want to interchange it for that word, because ambition is everybody's thing. She has her own ambition. So, but this one, you can be ambitious, then you may be publicity ignorant. That is, you may be although I'm looking for the right word, you may not have the knowledge about what's going on out there. You may be
Socially.
completely, you may just not know what's going. But she on her own side, she knows. That's why I say she's open-eyed. That's what I mean by that. That she is trending with the current, whatever is going on up there. So
Okay.
that's the point.
I think in a sense I'm trying to bring some positivity into it. Why it doesn't have to necessarily be negative. Maybe really and truly she was someone who already had this big dream and then just needed access or some sort of the provision for her to do that, you know. And because that's what is standing in between most people and their dreams. Even this whole influencer thing that she's doing, of course, as we know, chances of being a bigger influencer, it's probably in Lagos, places like Lagos, because all of the events happen there, all of that. I find that even with influencing here in the UK, is better if you live in London because all of the events are in London. But yeah, so it's kind of similar. I have a question for CB. CB still here?
No, I think CB has gone to bed or
Okay.
something. She's not
So
here.
Zeno is here, right? Zeno, I have a question for I think
Yeah,
this
Zeno is here.
okay, I have a question for Zeno. Zeno, do you feel like she quickly left the marriage? Do you think that she could have held on? What do you think that it was too quick?
I don't think it was too quick. If something wasn't serving you and there was no potential for it to serve you, I think you leave because it could have turned ugly real quick if like she had stayed and she was frustrated and nothing was changing. It could have been a different issue. I think the fact that she left, it was good enough, and I think she left at the right time.
Okay, but do you know how they always tell us that you go through certain stages before you leave, right? Do you go through, except it's a case of DV, do you not try to think, okay, since we've come from church, let's go for counseling, let's speak to family to come between us and sort out our issues? Because 3 months for me, what that says is that you do not even give a chance for things to get better or for things to improve or for someone to even change their ways, right? So why did you marry them to begin with? I don't know if what I'm saying makes sense because most people will tell you that before they get to the point of divorce or any point where they have to leave, they go through processes, whether it's family, whether it's counseling. So that's why I asked that question.
I agree with you. I think if something is going to bear fruit, I think you would know, right?
Hmm.
I feel like she first of all shouldn't have gotten into the marriage period. And she also was already having issues prior to the marriage because she also said a lot of things was done behind her, right? So I think the frustration didn't just start from the 3 months. I think it started prior, and they kept telling her just marry him, it will change or it will get better. And I think the 3 months was just like, okay, I can't do this. And she found her voice and chose to leave. But I do agree with you. I think everything does deserve the to try. But then again, you have to know the fruit that you are trying to wait to harvest. If it's not going to grow, if it's not willing to like shake or prune, I don't think it's worth it. There are a lot of things that we deceive ourselves and say it will get better, but nothing is changing. And then you're like 10 years down the line and then you're regretting. So I think for this particular case, um, the fact that she said she had issues prior and the marriage itself was not based off of what she wanted or how she wanted, and there was already issues. I think she did the best she could. But if it was a different situation where people were just married for 3 months, I would say definitely give it time. And I guess married people also say that the first year is always the hardest. But you have to see that there's a reason to give it time.
Okay. So having said that, would you say that if we're going with Uncle Ben's perspective of she using him, would you say that it is also fair to assume that she didn't get married to him for the right reasons?
Absolutely. And I also think on that same note, Israel used her as well. Because when he came out, she's a virgin, she's a church girl, she's a this. So he used her for all of that too. And I do agree. She didn't get married for the right reasons. I think she got married because she got coerced into.
Hello?
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you now. Go ahead.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you now, Zeno. Go ahead.
Hello?
Yeah, I can hear you. Zeno.
I think
Hi,
Zeno received
Zeno.
a call. I think she
Zeno,
received
we
a
can hear
call
you.
and she didn't know that she's back in the studio.
Okay.
Sometimes when you receive call, that call will
Hello?
cut you off. And then, yeah, Zeno, can you hear me? Zeno, we can hear you. Okay, maybe she have to come back anyway. Yeah, go
Okay.
ahead, Abby. This
All
is
right.
their wedding anyway. I just want you guys to see their wedding. To see how
Yeah,
people
it
are
was, it
wasting
was a
money
big
for
wedding.
wedding when no even last. Make I no talk.
Uncle
And
Ben, this is why
you,
this
Abby,
fan
you are the
against.
one. You and Sissy are the one who are always pressing my neck with wedding expenses. Shall you see this wedding now? You know last.
Yeah, but Uncle
Okay.
Ben, remember that I'm also against taking loans for your wedding. Like, if you don't have the money like that, don't bother. I'm against.
It's not matter of taking loan, but they just wasted money now. I think that's another thing. Anyway, what is Israel saying here? May we hear that real quick.
Not
What
she cannot even say
what
maybe
happen one
say
personal question? You dey go down well, you dey satisfy am.
Baba,
Really?
Baba, I dey do as Baba this show. In fact, she was even not even complaining. Me don't even. Yes, Baba, I cannot keep myself now. She was not even complaining. There was a day she told me face to face that I wasn't knocking her away.
Ah,
But he be V.
Abby,
Let's not
back
compare.
to you, Abby. Yeah, Zeno is back. Oh, Zeno is back.
Zeno, do you remember where you stopped? Do you want to continue, or are you done?
You can't go on. Sorry, I can't
Okay.
remember.
Please, I want to ask a question, Uncle. Sorry, CB. Actually, can you answer my previous question before I go on to Uncle Dio? The
Yeah,
question.
Abby, I'm here. I'm
Okay,
here.
so I want to hear your perspective on the question as well. That Zeno was answering, which is pretty much if we understand the perspective of Uncle Ben when we say that when he says that Sheila used Israel, because my understanding is that most of the time, except there's a DV situation or a dangerous situation, people tend to see marriage through. They tend to go to family, go to church, go to counseling before they call it quits. So what do you think? Do you think that it was quite a hasty decision living in 3 months? What do you think?
No, I don't think Sheila used Israel at all. It's unfortunate that the marriage did not last, but I think she just used her lemons to make lemonade. That's what I see. I mean, who would have this kind of opportunity and not utilize it properly? So she didn't use Israel.
But do you think the
Israel
3 months living in 3 months was hasty?
No, it wasn't. If it was for her mental health and her safety, then she did the right thing.
Okay.
I mean,
Um,
clearly Israel did not see this coming. And
mm.
then I don't know why he can't get over it. I mean, you turn on your camera or you grant any interview, it's all about Sheila, Sheila. You don't talk about any other thing. Sheila, Sheila this, Sheila that. What is that? It's pathetic.
He's probably also
Okay.
feeling abused, saying that Chioma and Davido are finally married and all of that. Probably like, oh, this could be me, you know?
Abby, no vessel. I
I
want you
don't
guys to tell me what is going on. You remember this interview on Daddy Freeze, right?
Yes, sir.
Where Daddy Freeze asked him, "You did bola her well?" And he
Yeah.
said, "I cannot kill myself. Oh,
That's my
even a
next question.
virgin."
that
Eh?
means he was doing below average. I'm saying no
What
Sabi.
do you mean he's doing below average? Look, make una not let us start this conversation. We not go come on here today.
If we are to rate him over 10, maybe we'll give him 3. For
Forget that
Sheila to
thing.
say you're not knocking me well.
No man can satisfy a woman. No man can satisfy a woman. Man, no let us go there at all. Abby,
Yeah, okay. Uncle Ben, Uncle Ben, me, I don't know about that. I don't know about no man can satisfy a woman. I think that is false. But in line with our thoughts so far about Israel's possible mentality, I won't lie. Israel actually strikes me as a sort of man that will satisfy himself because he's a traditional man and you'll be okay.
Thank
He
you.
satisfies,
And
he, he,
he
he's,
Abby, he looks like someone who knows absolutely nothing about lovemaking. This kind of one
I,
could just
I
tell
don't
you,
even know whether he knows or he doesn't know. My own is that he looks like sort of person that will just be like, oh, okay, baby, good night, as in 2 minutes and then good night. As long as he is satisfied, he does it.
No,
He's
no,
tried
no,
to
no,
me.
no.
Uncle Ben,
Make
he
una no do
does.
like this.
Abby,
No,
I'm
no, no,
with
no,
you.
no, no, no,
This
no.
man is
Abby, it's true.
traditional.
It's true.
He probably sees love
Traditional
thinking
men,
that
they don't satisfy women like that. I don't
he
break table.
feels he probably feels like he needs to satisfy
Abi,
himself and make babies. I'm telling you, Uncle Ben.
CB, you and Abi, you are so wrong. But I get what you're saying. Big Papa, no start to. Big Papa, shout out to you, my lovely sister. Big Papa say, Israel, will you keep quiet? I have a
Israel only
phobia
knows
of men who run their mouths like loose chaos. And then Big Papa say, Uncle Beno, stop the cab. When I say no man can satisfy a woman. All right, Zeno, over to you, my dear.
Israel only knows mama and papa style.
Thank you, Zeno.
Zeno.
Thank you. I was going to say that. Thank you.
Abby, remove Zeno from studio.
He also strikes me as one of those like guys that if you try to introduce something new, they will not start accusing you of cheating. Where did you learn that one from?
Yes,
You
exactly.
don't too
They won't
Okay.
get creative in the room.
Can I say
Uh,
something,
oh,
please? Can I say something?
go ahead, Uncle Dayo. Ever me deliver one more. They need deliverance.
See, let us be factual here. Everybody's sexual drive cannot be the same. Your sexuality and my sexuality may not be compatible. From this issue now, we can see that there is a sexual incompatibility issue between them. That's number one. What will be satisfying for one may not be satisfying for the other. It's not a matter of minutes. I've seen half minute ladies also. When I say half minute ladies, even before you do anything, they're already okay. Same thing with men. But men don't come out and say this because men see it as well. What can they do with it? Most men will just overlook it. I've seen a lady that even from touching alone, she has already climaxed and she's good with it. She's okay with it. So it's not a matter of saying, oh, yeah, he's not man enough. Being man enough and your sensuality has to do with who you are with. So please, but these two couple here, they are not compatible. You may have a man that can go at it for 30 minutes without stop, and your maximum may be 3 to 5 minutes. As a woman, you will see that man to be a tyrant because by the time you are already okay, and he'll be telling you, no, I'm just getting started. You cannot stay in such a marriage. You will run because it's like this man is going to kill you one of these days. If you as a woman, all your pleasure and all, once you start maybe 3 5 minutes, you're already okay and you're good for it, and the maximum to go under 25 minutes. Come on, you can never be satisfied. You can never be good with such a man. Same thing with a man also. If you as a woman, your take is about 20 minutes and then 3 5 minutes, the man's already okay. It becomes so that sexual compatibility is very, very important in marriage. There are ways to work around it, but if the difference is too much, I beg, that marriage will not last. That is number one. But based on what Israel is saying here, I believe that may be one of the issue why that marriage breaks earlier than enough. Because from his own response, it's like the lady highly, is hyperactive compared to him. So he may not be able to measure up to a standard, or maybe she is much more has this kind of overdrive sexually than him. So it does not mean that Israel is not okay. It's neither does it mean that Israel is a 2 minutes man. We have some ladies that if they don't reach about 1 hour mark, they will not come. It's the way they are. So which mark can satisfy
One
them?
hour.
Uncle
So
Dayo has
please,
finally
yes,
break
1
this
yes.
hour.
table.
Uncle Beno, do you know? Now, Uncle Beno, can I say this? Do you know that some ladies, even after the men have done everything they can do, after 1 hour, they still bring out their own vibrator to continue? We have ladies like that.
They need deliverance. Anyway,
Of course they do.
anyway, let's just hear this Israel rants again, and then I will just leave it to Abby to control the whole thing before we end when we end. So let's listen to the rant once again.
Baba, when I say he just can't change, Baba. Not she cannot even say maybe say.
You dey go down well, you dey satisfy am.
Baba, I dey do as my power reach. In fact, she was even not even complaining. Me not even. Yes, Baba, I cannot kill myself now. She was not even complaining. Those that she told me face to face that I wasn't knocking her away.
But she be V now. How she take know the one way good?
Baba, the thing gonna surprise me. Oh, you see, Baba, your thing, it's like Baba. It be like say now when you see, I think when virgins, it be like say they don't promise so many men before for grand. So when they come marry now, they're not this virgin. They feel say they want to go outside, go test people. They don't promise. So, Baba, no British get one day. No, I dey take care of them. I dey deliver. Even okay, Baba. Okay, Baba, you know what's happening?
What is this
Less
Israel
than 2
trying
weeks
to
when I
say
meet
there?
this girl.
Okay. What is this Israel trying to say? Abby, you feel explain this thing to me. Make I even pause and first.
I don't. Let me tell you something.
You go back and say,
I think I said this to the backstage, right, Uncle Ben? I said I have a
Mhm.
problem with how much Israel emphasizes how he did not maltreat her, he did not hit her. Almost as if he does not realize that that is normal. Like before Uncle, as opposed to what? You're not supposed to hit her. Do you get what I mean? But also, this is what I'm saying. This is the reason why I said I believe as well that for him, he's doing his own and you should take it. That's why I'm telling you, Uncle Ben, that this man is 2 minutes. As long as he's satisfied, it doesn't matter. He's not willing to adjust to.
But the girl is presumed to be a virgin now.
That's another
Even
question.
5 minutes is okay for a virgin.
No, Uncle
Let me
Ben, that's
defend
where
my
you are wrong,
brotherhood.
oh. Uncle Ben, stop, oh. Just because someone is a virgin
okay,
does not mean she's naive.
What do you
Hey,
mean?
don't go there.
Zeno, let me hear
Hey,
Zeno.
God.
Zeno, what are you saying? Zeno, the best when I say for 5 minutes it's okay for a virgin. Is that what you are saying, Zeno?
Yes, I said stop it. Can you hear me?
Okay, Zeno, how
Wait,
many
can
should
you
be
guys
good
hear
for a
me?
virgin? We can hear you.
Whatever she thinks is good for her is good for her. When traditional man went to get married Gen Z, what was she expect? What was he expecting?
Period.
But
Like
she's a
traditional man, go
virgin.
and find. It doesn't mean you don't know what you don't know. When they decide to open the door and decide that the road is big or the duration is long, she has found out. She has seen the lights, so she wants to continue seeing the lights. She saw
That
that
Sheila.
that light is not enough for her for the rest of her life, so she came back and complained.
Well, I think that Sheila is a bad girl. Sheila just looks, say, oh, more after only 3 months, she just look like I cannot deal with this thing for the rest of my life. I never even born.
Also, Uncle Ben and Uncle
Yes,
Dio.
man.
This question is for both of you, particularly. As a man, if a woman tells you that she's a virgin, please, how can you confirm? Because the way this guy is talking about it, it makes me feel like it was a selling point. And there's how someone will talk about something so much and oversell is that you know that it is false. I don't know if what I'm saying makes sense. Like it is a talking point. I feel like she was selling
Mm.
that to him. Like I'm a virgin, oh, you're my best man, oh. So you know when someone oversays something, that becomes a case of it's too good to be true. I have a feeling that that does not even exist for some reason. But my question now is that how is he supposed to have confirmed? Because the way he keeps saying it, what happened that made him believe that is true?
You really want to hear the truth?
I think yes. Oh, Ben, sorry. I think it was her mom that sold that, or it wasn't necessarily Sheila.
Okay. You really want to hear the truth about that, Abby? You are asking Abby, you are asking a very dangerous question.
Because of what? What will happen, Uncle Ben? Uncle Ben, worst case, all of my big sisters will just put you, buying you.
Ah, you are looking for trouble with that question. Oh. You let me get the question straight. You are asking how can a man tell if somebody is really a virgin? Is that what you're asking?
Like, what's the guarantee? Because of the way he keeps talking about it, I don't feel like there's any guarantee.
Okay, if I have to be candid with you, first off, any man that emphasize they want a virgin, I think that man is a red flag. That is a man who is insecure. That is a man who want to possess the woman because I think the mentality behind oh virgin virgin I want a virgin is just that bragging right that no man has ever been there. I'm the only one who has ever been there. Other than that, frankly speaking, shit. I no one virgin around me. That is a lot of stress. So, but basically, I think women are in better position to tell if someone is a virgin or not. Not me. I don't even want because it's a traumatic experience if you have to deal with one of them. So, Abby, no carry me go where you won't carry me go. So the only thing I can say is
Wait, Abby.
if a man say I want a virgin, run. That man, a very jealous man. He will make your life a living hell.
Like,
After you marry that man, finish. Even the man, if ordinary electrician come your house or people with the fix AC, the man feel they run from work, can't go get accident self. He say, that man come to fix that AC. The man has been in the house for 30 minutes. He go to monitor you up and down. So it's a red flag for me. All right, sorry. I
I,
just might take with that.
no, I agree with you that it's a red flag. And I also think that the way he goes on about it, he has absolutely no idea what it is. It's just what's been sold to him. That's basically my point, right? He cannot prove that
Hmm?
information.
Mama,
Wait, Abby, I
I'm not
disagree
doing.
with that. He's also said
I
he's a
don't
juju
remember to
man,
go
right?
remove am.
Maybe maybe he did the white cloth test as well, where I've heard in the Bini Abi Edo tradition where if you do marry a virgin, you have to like bring the cloths that she has to bleed on and bring it to the family. So that one's another story, Sha.
You know, are you on the same internet with all of us? Where there are women that are selling things that make women present themselves as virgins to their husbands. As in, that's why I'm saying that people don't know what's going on in the world. We're on the same internet where there are women that are selling these things on their Instagram pages, saying that you will do this, you put this inside so that when it will explode, then there will not be evidence of BLOOD. Not today. So that's why I'm saying that this thing is deep. There's so many things that are happening in this world, though. There's no
Okay,
proof.
I think Uncle Dio wanted to chime in. Uncle Dio.
Okay, Abby, can I say something to on this matter?
Of course, sir.
Any man that says that he wants a virgin, obviously there is something wrong with his sexuality. Let me explain. There is this belief that a young virgin that has not been tamed or that has not been touched by any other man, you can easily um, um, fashion him to your own taste and to your own style. That is because she has not experienced any wildness, she has not experienced any kind of a different different style or any kind of a different approach when it comes to XCS. Okay, that since you're going to be the first and the main husband, whatever style or whatever um fashion you introduce to her is what she's going to abide with because she does not know any better. But a lady that has been with a couple of men have experienced different types: the good one, the bad one, and the ugly one. So if you are not capable as a man, if you are not good enough, the lady can easily judge you and say, no, this one is not capable or this one is not good enough for me. But because of
Okay.
the virgin, she does not know any better. So she will just take it as if that's the way every man is. I think that's why he wanted to go for the virgin. And to me, it's a red flag. Thank you.
Thank you, Uncle Dio.
And hello.
Yes, CB, I can hear you. We can hear you.
Yeah, we need to unlearn and relearn. Not all virgins bleed. Because you see some men, they'll be like, I thought you're a virgin. How come there's no blood? Sometimes it's water.
Ah,
Because
Sometimes
ah,
they sold, yeah, sometimes it's
ah.
water.
Make
CB,
una not
don't
let
go
us go
there.
there.
CB,
You
don't go
people should
there
not go there.
because
Uncle Ben,
there is something
Uncle
called
Ben, I
Imen.
know what I'm
Calm down,
saying.
CB. Calm down, CB. There's something called
People
Imen.
want to argue. Me, I'm
No, it's not arguments. It's a fact. There's something called Imen. It is when the Imen is broken. That's when they say a lady has been deflowered, and there's no way that Imen can. That Imen is like a tiny flesh in that passage. Once it is broken, of course there'll be blood.
not
It will
talking
bleed.
about my own body.
what's going on?
Hmm. Uncle Dayo.
Yes, sir.
Uncle Dio,
Go,
please
go
don't
ahead,
argue
Uncle
this
Dayo.
one. I'm sorry.
Okay.
No,
So
Uncle Tayo
once
is
that
agreeing with you, though, CB.
He's not agreeing with me. Oh.
He's
no, I'm
educating
not
us
agreeing with
on
CB. I'm just talking about why it cannot be water
No,
because
it's
that's
either water.
once
I don't know about water. Is it that blood or nothing?
no, it is
Oh
blood
God.
or nothing. It cannot be water. If there's any water that comes out, it may be from your climax, it may be from your own fluid, from your own body fluid. But if you are and that amen is broken, but one thing that I can agree with is that some women that are into extreme sports like stretching and all, sometimes that thing they get broken without even any penetration. Are you getting me? And then in these days now that we're using tampons and all, it can cause all those issues also. So please, but that you are still intact and everything is okay, water cannot come out instead of blood. It's not possible. Thank you.
Thank you,
Ah,
Uncle Tayo. Yes, we learned this a long time ago in biology, where a lot of young girls have their hymen broken already from things like horse riding, from even things like when you go on all of these rides, when you go to like an amusement park and all. A lot of young girls have their hymen broken. That's why you see that, and I'm talking like young girls below 10 years old already have their hymen broken from all sorts of activities and rough play and all that. So when it gets to that stage, when they actually get into that part of their lives, there is no evidence of that virginity. We 100% learned that a long time ago. But the water, I've never heard that before. I think the water, like Uncle Dio said,
just
would be
because
more.
you've not heard it does not mean it's not true. That's what I'm trying to let you guys know. Just because you've not heard it does not mean it's not true.
CB, there's
Uh-uh.
information
You
for
know,
our consumption. The water would be from
oh
inside,
my
nothing to do with
God.
the hymen, just like every other
Uh,
water.
Okay. Let me just do this right now because that is why I say maybe we not even go this route before because wahala go happen. I see Sister Chinye already say when I was this virgin, there was no blood. I no go talk. Oh. The thing is just that let me just admit the way we were brought up, many of us in Nigeria as boys, we already have it in our brain that when a woman, a girl is the virgin, at least there must be some stain. There must be some stain. So I can't really, this is another controversial issue that I don't want to meddle in, make I no go collect gas bush. But I have to support what Uncle Dio said. Now, biologically, body systems are different. Everybody body is different, but I think the vast majority of girls that were this virgin, eh, blood must stay. Now, if the disvirgin now took another form, if there is no regular penetration between men and women, okay, maybe that could have been done in another way that there is no trauma, so therefore there is no blood. But if it is the way we know it to be, like there must be some stain. It got to be. Even women we don't disvirgin self, women that has been in the game for a while. There are still sometimes the way somebody might hit it. If person carry better, if one person carry better instrument, and the person no agree to for lubricant or something, there's still gonna be some stain. But nowadays, who knows? So I can't dispute it. I mean, I can't say it's 100% that everybody must sing it. But if we have to go by the way our mind is made up as African men, uh, if you be with a girl who claimed to be a virgin and there is nothing to show for it, nothing we can take the picture and frame it and put it in our living room. Yes, this is it. Then we are going to have all this crazy talk like probably maybe somebody have gotten there before us. And that's why I said the fixation, this obsession that Israel have about virgin, 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 virgin is just out of that idea that if a girl is a virgin, it means you are the only one who got there. Nobody has ever been there. And you definitely want to keep it like that. And then two, many men who say they are looking for virgin, they usually some of them don't have brains. If there is no other ulterior motive, like spiritual connotation or anything, a lot of men that say they are looking for virgin, they don't have game. They just want a girl they believe they want to teach. They believe she's a novice. So let me teach her that kind of thing. I really don't see a big deal in that, sha. But I think this is the type of conversation we can have in the backstage, not for front stage here. And I really don't have so much to share on that. But I think the ladies and the brothers, they can have the argument and we can resolve on that. I don't want to hear anybody's story on how they break they break their stuff. I beg. I want to sleep a half peace today. This is Chiye is still saying, let's just go through this comment and then Abby and others, you can end the show whenever you want. But let's take some comment here. Sister Chiye said, that's why my ex doesn't believe I was a virgin when he met. Oh, I'm so sorry, Sister Chiye. I'm so sorry. But you see, it's just like what I was saying. I don't know if you get me. Abby, Zeno, Simbi, you now understand what I they talk now. Uncle Dayo, right? The
No,
thing
we
is, you say?
no, we get you. At the end of the day, this show is for us to also learn and
Mm-hmm.
debunk certain things. These are not rules that I've made up. This is something that we were taught, if that makes sense.
Exactly.
That's how we work.
So,
So,
yeah, I'm so sorry, Sister Chinye. You have to experience that. But now that mindset, when they take trainers, say, oh, if you know see blood, if you know she's not a virgin. And like I say over and over again, I've found myself in that situation that I need to have an encounter with the virgin. I think like 3 occasions. So ever since then, I don't even want to have anything to do with that because the stress is too much. You're just gonna blame yourself at the end of the day as a man. You not go enjoy nothing. She go bite you. She go pinch you. Some self after that day, some will see you as enemy. They don't even want to greet you. You can imagine something that happens 30 years, 30 something years back. Make the person after you don't marry, get picking, get everything. Life is good. The person still they see you, still they vex just because of the trauma. So I don't know. It's different for everybody. For me, it's a no. I don't want. If you even tell me you be virgin when I see the date self, I go wrong. So Sister Kia, I'm sorry. I think the brother didn't just understand that we were taught so many things in Africa that get our mind programmed, and we have this thing. I see what you are, my sisters. I see what you they talk. Sometimes when you guys say that the society is rigged against women, I'm beginning to see it. The more we have conversation, the more I'm beginning to see it. So sorry for that. Abby said it is never water, blood, or nothing. Yeah, that is our mindset. If you no carry blood come out, you don't spoil be that, And M. Jones said, from my knowledge of a woman hormone breakage, there's always some bleeding. Exactly. But these days, I think Abby now fit tell me, oh,
Hmm.
It's like this Gen Z of these days, some of them, they actually break it themselves even before they meet a guy. Now that there are all kinds of. Mhm.
Uncle Femi, I don't know that one. No. Hey, Chinekele. I can't
But you don't
comment
know
on
what
that
I'm saying.
though. No, they break it. Like, what do you mean? Like, unknowingly?
They themselves, with all these stupid toys where they buy up and
I
down
don't know
now,
about that.
some
Oh.
of these girls are breaking it themselves. I've heard,
Uncle
I've
Ben,
heard a
you're
couple of
too,
stories
yeah.
like that.
Really?
You know, you hear what I'm
I've heard
saying, right?
it. I've heard
That's
it. It's
Mm-hmm.
the it's also like a movement where they say we don't need men, we can do whatever we want ourselves,
Mm-hmm.
my body and whatever. So yeah, I've heard it.
So Abby, you didn't know. It's
Uncle
there
Ben,
right
my own
now.
Gen Z, my own Gen Z no reach that one, Uncle Ben. Mm-mm.
Hey, no, no, no. Your own Gen Z don't they be old school Gen Z? Are you not 28 going 29 now? You are becoming old school Gen Uncle Dayo, you are
So
laughing.
I'm actually a bit traumatized hearing this. That it doesn't sit well with me at all. If you say unknowingly, because they use
first
tampon,
time first time where I be no go dey updated about the Gen Z matter.
as
I'm
in
really
no,
laugh.
this Gen Z update.
I wish Shoki is here. I wish Shoki is here.
I don't need this kind Gen Z update. It's not sitting well with me, please. Eh? No, no, no. It's never that serious.
I've heard it too. It's also like the whole like feminist, the left wing
Yeah,
feminist movement where they feel like I don't need a man, I can do whatever I want, it's my pride, I'm going to take it by myself, and it's very left. Yeah.
yeah, they are doing many of those shit now. That is why even when your children, when your daughter, they have female daughters, you still have to be super, super observant. You got to be observant because even when they have female friends, they play together, things like that. Sometimes they do that shit to themselves. So I've heard stories and it's scary, honestly speaking. So, but that's a conversation for another time. Stachinye said, not aware of hymen breaking from rides. I know from exercise. Okay. Any other She say, but no, because you will collect. I beg you, I know one wahala. Cool, mama. I see all the sisters there. You guys are just laughing in the background. Una not come rescue me from this conversation since. Sister Chie say, well, that didn't bother me. It was just problem. It was just his problem, not mine. All right. Yeah, it was just his problem. Yeah, he's. I think culture and tradition don't really do some numbers on we African men. So, and that's why I agree with Sister Marriott. I think we had a show here one time when Sister Marriott said there are some aspects of African culture that we need to, is it audit? I think she said we should audit them, meaning we have to remove some of the practices and then replace it with something else. So many of these mindset like this, they bring wahala. That's why it's hard for some of our African brothers to even agree that you should see your wife as your friend, as your partner. No, the mindset is that you are the boss, you day up, your wife is below you. So all these things work together, and we are seeing it playing out now with Israel DeVido. And like I said, thank God Uncle Dayo pick on that thing too. This particular Israel is giving me some kind of vibes that I don't like, and that is why anytime I see him around Davido, I usually see that he's a nice guy, but this guy has some chronic beliefs. He hang on to some chronic traditional practices that it is dangerous to any woman to be around people like that. The kind of woman that can work for them. And just to answer the question Abby was asking, is it Abby or somebody was asking why should he go to the village or to go and look for a woman? That mindset that Israel has, you can only get a woman that can work with you from the village. But unfortunately now, because of internet, even the one where you think say you dey go find for village, the worst pass the one where they see. You see? So every time Israel is always out of place among all the 30 BG gangs, he doesn't fit in. He looks naive and Israel is educated, but he behaves like someone who is not educated. I just can't put my hands on what it is exactly. But there is this thing about him that the only woman that can Israel have this can I say um how do you call king now? This royalty complex. You know, people who are raised with who believe they have royal blood, that they believe people should serve them. You know, like even when you marry them as a wife, you have to serve them.
Complex. Savior complex.
Eh, exactly. So Israel have that mentality, and that is why when I now saw the video of Sheila and everything, I now feel like these two don't match. They don't. If first you are looking for a virgin, you spend money, you spend everything, and I know this guy go don't brag during men hangout. Say my wife's the virgin. I mean, enter there first, and then you go tell some of them in the back. Hey, Omo, I don't sure see that again. I'm virgin. You do not say last night. Ah, I do. She no even shout. She just say, how virgin they be? Virgin not supposed to they cry when you do them. Maybe she'll not cry when they have the first visit. And she's there. Israel just hate the girl straight up. Say, you no cry. I beg, make una leave me with this una topic, Abby. Man, girls, una they try you, una eye they see pepper.
Hmm. I'm telling you, some of these men are something else.
Oh, Israel. And that thing is so painful. The thing still they pain Israel till tomorrow. So my own final take is that I agree with what everybody said when it comes to Israel and Sheila. And I think Sheila used Israel as well as Davido. I don't think she started out that she was gonna use them to gain fame. But I guess after she got into the marriage and it's like she's a big girl in Edo State or something, but when she now get to meet Israel and then start hanging around Davido, the level can be different. Abi and if you guys know what I'm saying.
Yeah, I know what you're saying.
Mhm.
Okay,
Yeah,
I have another
so
question
all right.
before we go. Because I'm guessing we can just go soon, midnight, since Uncle Dayo is only other panelists. Anyway, what I wanted to ask, what I want to ask again, oh, can't remember. Oh, Chineke. Could be, I can't remember what I wanted to ask. Oh yeah, I know what I wanted to ask. I wanted to ask if Zeno can go first and Uncle Dayo can just finish off, right? Do you feel like Israel could have married somebody from Lagos, or do you think he would do well marrying like a Lagos girl? Especially because I can imagine that he has a certain standard of maybe beauty or class in a sense, based off of the men that the group he affiliates with, that's Davido and them lots. Do you think that everything that what's his name? Israel is, do you think he can marry a woman from Lagos within that same class, like a baddie? Let's use that word, baddie from Lagos. Is he not there?
Wait. Your question again. You say, can
Like,
Israel marry a baddie from Lagos?
yes.
Let me hear from Zeno before I go talk my own.
For me, absolutely not, because they will come and eat his money. But I don't think they will stoop so low to marry him like his traditional ways. No offense.
Okay. Fair enough. Uncle Ben, what do you think?
Abi, you are wrong. Go. Even me as I did here, I'm not sure say I feel marry baddie. Oh. I can't marry baddie. Oh. The only baddie I can marry is a baddie that is super educated and she has a good job, like high level job. Not just if she's influencing, she's just doing it on the side. And I head correct. I will look at the parent of the body, I will look at her value system, no body. Even me, where I no be Israel, I no fit marry body. You can't say Israel marry body. I think Abby, when are we gonna do our show? In fact, what is today? Is today Wednesday or Friday? Okay, I
Wednesday.
think today is Wednesday. Okay, maybe Friday we go do our show. I need to understand how your generation they operate. How about that? Eh?
Yeah, Friday's
Me,
fine.
oh, me, I can't marry a baddie. Oh. I never marry baddie. Una don't stress the living daylight out of me. No.
Ah,
Let me show you something real
who are
quick.
the
Look
baddies
at
that have stressed you? Ah,
you say.
who are the baddies that have stressed you, Uncle Ben?
Ah, even you, Zeno, all of na here, una
I'm
dey
not,
stress me. Ask
I'm not
me.
a
All
baddie.
the baddies here, una dey stress. What be
Uncle Ben,
baddie? Not be guy,
we're not
not
baddies.
be
Oh.
guy where they Instagram, where they flex, na be baddie, and those one where they twerk, where they throw yan shop. Are they not the baddie?
So have you seen us twerking? Where have you seen us twerking, Uncle Ben?
No, you don't twerking, but I've been to your Instagram page. You people are using the expensive thing. I don't even get money where if you carry
I'm
bad
not a
yourself.
baddie. I'm just a well put together girl. There's a difference, Uncle Ben.
Ah, no, not the same thing. No. Not the same thing, no. You people that your handbag, your shoe is too expensive. I cannot marry a body. Oh. Me, lower. I know.
Uncle
Me,
Ben, Uncle
where I
Ben,
want go buy motor, carry give one woman, say no. No
Uncle
guys,
Ben.
Uncle die, Gary. I be one provoke
There's
me.
a different. No, there's a difference between a body and a well put together girl. Okay.
Guys, I feel like I'm
As Abby have
letting you on a
said,
very big secret.
the a well put together girl like Abby's, and all the agencies that we have on our platform, they are not a body. A body is do you know that girl that we talked about? I just want to give you an example. There was a time that two girls came online and they were dragging each other and they were like exposing their secrets. One of them said that
And
she was
thank you, Uncle
dating
Ben.
Davido and this and that. Those are the type of girl that are called baddie. They are there all over the place. And those are the type of girl that Davido and his gangs are always getting involved with. They are called baddie. These are girls that they don't know no bounds. They can go to any length with a guy. Young girls, so they are not older. Young, beautiful girls, career oriented. Some of them are even well established. Some of them are even educated, and some of them have good things doing, but they are just body. Body in the sense that they can go anywhere, any length with a guy. So you cannot compare them with our own girls there. So, but coming back to the question, nobody, no real man can marry a body. It takes a bad man like their class to marry them. Somebody like maybe Burna Boy, Davido, Whiskey. If at all they want to marry them, or they can just have them for company because they are not really into marriage themselves. They just want to enjoy that life, that high profile life that they can get anything. Imagine someone that does not have any legitimate work driving a G wagon. You can know exactly what we're talking about. So that's the issue. But Israel cannot marry a body because I don't think he can live up to the standard. Neither can he even cope with them. They will frustrate the hell out of his life. Thank you.
I agree. Thank you, Uncle Dio. That's amazing. Uncle Ben, I don't think I have any other talking points. So,
No,
Uncle.
no, no. We can leave. No, it's been a very good one. You can just round it up for us, Abby.
Okay, so Auntie, let's read some comments. Auntie Yinkos says Israel needs a village girl that has zero ambition. Okay. Zeno says, forget Badi. No wise woman will marry someone that calls himself Juju man. Is that what Israel calls himself? I didn't know that. Flo TV says, the kind of woman he needs is a lady who is not ambitious. I agree with that actually, which is why he's going to the village. Sister Natsu, Life in Natsu says, if you are not a baddie won't want you either. Sister M. Jones says, a baddie will show him shaggy. That will pepper him. That will pepper even his ancestors. Okay, fair enough. Cool. Oh, Sister B. Palmer says Israel is dealing with an extreme spectrum of inferiority complex. I agree with that. I agree with that. All good. Thank you so much. Uncle Dio, do you have any closing words? Also, what advice do you have for Israel so that I can leave us alone everything we know about Israel's marriage is against our wish.
Oh my God. Anyway, for Israel, I'll just tell him to go and rest, okay? He has fought and lost. So you should just take it easy. Coming out here to be like trying to taunt the girl or trying to like complain about her lifestyle, the best route to go is for him to keep quiet and forget that he has ever had anything to do with her. Let her live her life and let him live his own life too. Everybody will collect at the end. That's just what I will advise him. Thank you.
Absolutely. Israel rest Pele. Honestly, it must be really tough, especially all that money that was spent. Everybody, I remember the way Uncle, what's his name? Davido was hyping the wedding that time. It's unfortunate, but these things happen. Uncle Ben, I have a question. Oh. I wish CB was still here. Do you remember when this girl had a wedding after Israel? Does anybody remember that? Please say in the comment section. What happened to that wedding or that marriage? Or was it just social media stunt? Uncle Dai, are you aware of this? She had one wedding a couple months after she split from Israel. People were
I'm
congratulating
not
her.
aware. I'm not aware.
I don't know what happened to it. And I remember saying to Zeno outside of YouTube, I was like, this thing looks like a stunt just for us to keep talking. Because at the end of the day, a lot of influencers, the idea is that they want people to talk about them, if that makes sense. I feel like she wanted people to talk, but it did not make sense. Anyway, thank you, Real Fam. Thank you, Zeno, Sister Chinye. Thank you, Sister B Palma, Auntie Yinkus Pepe. Thank you so much for joining us. Cool Mama. Thank you, Sister Natsu, Sister M Jones, Flows TV. Thank you so much for joining us today. Who else? I think Mom of Five came in earlier as well. Thank you, sis. Thank you to our other resident Gen Z, Ashlyn, for joining us. Thank you, everybody.
Resident Gen Z.
Yes, other resident Gen Z. Thank
Abby,
you
you are
so
you are
much, Uncle
yes.
Dayo, for being amazing as always, all the way from Nigeria. You're still up at almost midnight. Thank you, Uncle Dayo. We do not take all your love and your support for granted. Thank you, Auntie Joyce, as well. And Auntie Grace was also in the studio earlier. So was
Yeah.
Sissy, our fave. Thank you, everybody. Love ya. Good
Thanks,
night.
Mama.
Thank you,
Oh
Uncle
wow.
Ben.
Thank you, Abby, for hosting this show. I just, for those who don't know, I actually have to beg Abby because I got to work and I see that I have like 1 hour to kill. But at my job, you don't know what might come up. So I'm just like, oh, we are supposed to go live, but I can't hold it. I just say, let me try if Abby can help me host because it was around 3 and I figure Simbi would have been sleeping or something. And Abby just agreed to host. And see, Abby, no worry, we go talk. You did a fantastic job. And it be like saying, now hosting, I go to give you, say, so that you don't go to do basketball. You don't do basketballs today. Eh? If to say you come in as panelists, you go there hot today.
Because as a host, you have to be neutral. That's why, Uncle Ben.
I don't catch you now. Now, if I go to do you with this. Thank you, my dear. God bless you. I really appreciate you.
Thank you,
Okay.
Uncle Ben. Good night.
Real time. Thank you, everybody. Uncle Dio, all the aunties. Thank you for your contribution, sister. I will not even to fight me today. If I like this one, say at least we can have a dialogue. We had a dialogue. The only one that for take fight me now, I don't run away. So that virgin on that the conversation around virgin as well as body count, they ever go well. So I dodge a bullet. Abi.
No, you're right. But the thing is that you took my question out of context in a way. But
Oh,
about
no worry, my dear, no verse. But
that.
anyway, it's a fantastic show. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Thank you very much, Abby. God
Bye.
bless you, Mama.
I'm highly
Yeah.
disappointed of Nigerian government because the Nigerian government were highly disappointed in them due to foreseen circumstances. Definitely, I'm one of those people who are proving people should die in coronavirus is more better than people should die in hungers. Hunger kills more than coronavirus because some people are less privileged. Due to foreseen circumstances that I said it, some people are less privileged, which they are based on daily bail, which are not even based on salaries. But our government thinks that the lockdown is the best solution to coronavirus.
I don't want peace. I want problems always.
From nightlife to Vegas, the lights are bright. Champagne popping under the neon night. I swear be shining gold and white. Laughter louder than the city's heights. We are step on the dance floor. Wind your waist, bend down low. Night out to the world, let it show. We rock it, we flex it, let it flow. There's a heat, but we bring the rain. Palm wine vibes in a champagne lane.
You see, when the thinking,
Your love for romance drives me insane. Culture's a wave you can't contain. Raise your hands if you feel alive. Heartbeat matching the drums drive. Boy, I step on the dance floor. Wind your waist, bend down low. Night out to the world, let it show. We rock it, we flex it, let it flow. Dollars flying, catch a dream. Vegas night's a movie scene. From Lagos hustle to the strips gleam. This wedding's a vibe like you've never seen.